What's up, Jaina? How you doing? Let's get the stream started in a second. Let me just get chat ready on my phone. Alright, now let's get this game up. We are launching the game. Hi, Ricky. How you doing? Oh, yes. Let me hold on. Game should be visible on stream in a second. If not, I'll figure something out. Looks like it should be. Okay, yeah. Because there's a big yellow line around it. That usually means... Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. We have people who should be joining tonight, but for whatever reason are not currently here. Let me check Twitter and Discord and just see if we've gotten any updates.
Oracle, go through the city's computers. Pull up all you can find on Dr. Young. I'll go through anything you find once I get to the cave.
A bat cave on Arkham Island?
I built it years ago. It's best to plan ahead for situations like this.
How'd you manage to keep this a secret?
It's me, remember?
So do you think Dr. Young's been experimenting with venom? The same chemical that turns Bane into that animal?
Yes, I'm worried. Bane seemed even more powerful than usual.
No,
Joker
he did
wants
not,
the
but
venom,
that's
and
beside
that can
the
only
point.
be trouble. I'm heading to Dead Man's Point in Arkham North. I'll contact you once I'm in the Batcave.
Bozo and Cole should be on. I should have hassled them on Twitter because they haven't checked either of their fucking DMs, even though they said they'd be here tonight. But, you know, I'll give them a little bit of time. You know, let me just see where we're going. Okay. To Arkham North. Need the cryptographic sequencer for that. On top there. Is there anything? Yeah, so last time it was we had Bozo on, did early game stuff, so the first Scarecrow segment, some of the early game tutorial stuff, and where we last ended off was we beat Bane. Pretty standard early game Arkham Asylum stuff.
Hello.
Hello, there you are.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
Oh, okay, shit. Hold on, I gotta tune into the stream.
Okay, so I was just saying to Jane last time, the last thing we did in this game, you played Arkham Asylum, right?
No, I haven't. That's
Okay.
the only one I haven't played.
So last stream we got pretty early on. We did the first Scarecrow segment, and we kicked Bane's ass. Please turn down the stream audio volume.
That was on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually first played Arkham City on an HP notebook with about 4 gigabytes of RAM.
How'd that go?
I mean, the game was running at like 300 FPS.
I first played
or at like 3 FPS or whatever.
I first played the Arkham series on. Does Joker say anything different?
You're late for your appointment. Very rude. Well, seeing as you're here now, we might as well get started.
It is funny how not at all based on the Arkham Asylum comic this game is.
The isn't that super experimental and artsy?
It's doing a whole like each character represents a different part of Batman's psyche, basically.
That makes sense.
Each character is like really specifically picked out. Of course, culminating in the Joker. It's really good though.
I've heard good things about it. Yeah, it's not just Arkham Asylum. It has a different name.
Arkham Asylum is a serious house on a serious.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so we're in first person for this. That is where actually Joker is hiding for the whole game, Barrett. By the way.
That's funny. I first played City. I liked it. I got used to the game running on such a high latency that when I played it on like an actual PC, I was like sucking ass.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we're supposed to head to Arkham North. I don't think there's anything extra we can get in terms of Riddler trophies right now. Like, we could look for stuff, but there's nothing like...
Are you trying to 100% it?
No, but, you know, the trophies do give decent experience.
What's the deal with Dead Man's Point?
Oh, is that... Oh, they do? Wow, they do?
Arkham Island for over 100 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
And
I once
unlocking
saved them
100%. We're not doing
from
100%
leaping
though.
off into the rocks below. I found a
That
cave
is something that they
considerable
changed
years
in
of
the later
moving up
games, I do believe.
Changed
for
what?
supplies here. It's a regular home
The
away from
trophies give you experience.
No, they do in City as well.
Oh. Well, that would have been good for... I mean, I never finished City, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's too fucking many to be worth 100%. Oh, I thought I missed a Riddler teeth. Okay.
I have 100%ed Arkham Knight, which was a lot.
None of the This is the only Arkham game that I think 100%ing is reasonable.
Yeah. You also only have to 100% it once, which is nice. In Arkham Knight, you have to get the final costume, you have to beat the game twice.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You have to
if
beat
you
the game
know how an
once
Arkham...
on the hardest difficulty.
If you know how an Arkham game plays, you should know how the stream goes.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
It is weird how much of the new Batman movie like feels like an Arkham game.
That's cool.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I'm not seeing it in theaters.
All right, I'll shut up.
You can talk broadly.
I really enjoyed it. It's probably the weirdest. Like I hate saying this about a comic book movie, but it's probably the most experimental cape shit that exists on the planet right now. Because its two biggest, both like visual and like screenplay wise, influences, at least in my opinion, feel like the Arkham games and the Adam West cartoon.
Nice.
Show, which is really you wouldn't expect it looking at it, but it does a bunch of very choice references to, in particular, the first episode of Batman '66.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I definitely am going to try and make time for it this year.
It's good. Yeah, I would recommend go see. I mean, I saw it for free, so it does sort of affect my my opinion of it, where it's
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it in theaters, but no, I did definitely.
What the fuck, Andy? You gotta go see it in theaters. We gotta get Bozo in here, so we can roast you.
Get Bozo in here. Definitely do that. Hassle her.
I just messaged her on Discord. Yeah, it was good as shit. I'm thinking of seeing it again. That's how good it is.
That's good.
It is annoying that this is the specific movie that they picked to end their like dual on streaming and like HBO Max same day.
Oh yeah.
And you can tell with there's a couple movies where it's like I wish that they were only on in theaters as well, because it definitely like hurt the numbers for shit like Dune.
Yeah.
This is like the first post-pandemic blockbuster. I feel they really picked the perfect time go.
Yep.
To
Right
do
before
this,
Sonic
'cause-
the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that and
Grindelwald.
like most places are ending their mask mandate. At least at where I live. So we finally could do like full capacity in theaters.
Oh, you can't
Yeah, this shit's
dive
gonna be
bomb in this
number.
game? Or dang.
There's so much that they've taken out, or that they've like added in the new ones. It's like such
I
quality
know,
life
but
shit.
it's still just like...
As Gotham's veins.
Can you do the grapnel like
No,
acceleration?
no.
shit?
I mean, you don't need it in this game because you're not doing the
Yeah.
same kind of distance you are in City, but...
By some foul disease. My mother lived on.
Weirdly enough, I liked Arkham Knight.
I returned to the family home to care
It's complete
for
dog
her.
shit on release,
She
but
remained in her bed
I did
as
enjoy
long as her body continued to breathe.
enjoy the game. Although
Her
it does have a bunch
tears
of like
kept me awake at night.
things in it that I don't like about Kate. It was so annoying, specifically that they lied.
Yeah. It was the
Like,
first
everyone-
question asked, too.
Everyone's like, "Is this Jason Todd?" And, like, it's not Jason Todd. And then like, it literally got spoiled in the fucking pre-order of the game, because if you pre-ordered the game, you got like the Red Hood DLC or whatever. You could clearly see that the costume was supposed to be similar to the Arkham Knight.
So Batman has a Batcave on Arkham Asylum.
Security deactivated.
Was
Oh, shit.
Arkham always an island, or is that something this series invented?
It's always at least been on the outskirts. I don't know if it's ever had like a clear geographic location, but it's usually like in the countryside part of Gotham.
Yeah, this is on a secluded
It's in the
island.
It's in the Long Island part of Gotham City. Satellite Batcave honestly makes sense. I'm fine with it. They've done it a lot before.
Yeah, no, I like the idea. Also, so we've been grappling for for the entirety of last stream.
Dr. Young was
Makes
heading
sense,
for
you
the
know.
project. It was big. Lots of
But
external
we're
funding.
just about to get the back
The
claw.
last note she filed. I can't make sense of it. What
What does that do?
Looks
Does
like
that
she
let you
was
pull shit?
experimenting on the Arkham pit.
What?
This new chemical only
I don't think the
regulates
back claw is
the
in any of the other
original
games.
compound.
What the fuck
No, it
is
is.
that?
It's your grappling hook thing that you use to grab stuff with.
Multiple
Oh, it's the thing that you used to pull shit. Oh, what? So they made it like a separate.
Yeah, but it's
Alright,
funny
that's
that
weird,
like,
yeah.
what was he using to
Eliminating
grapple
the
onto
need
the
for storage
gargoyles
tank
before
Bane
this?
requires.
Yeah, isn't strong enough to pull shit. That's
Formula
funny.
is missing. That must be the secret Dr. Young is hiding. If Joker gets his hands
Also,
on it, he will
you
create an
can't
army
just
of 1,000
fit that in
guns.
the utility belt. Like, come on.
My God, is Joker crazy?
No,
enough
it
to
is.
do
It
that?
is like I don't think there's a
What am I
single
saying?
Arkham game that does the like you have to get all your shit back. You know, like a non-annoying way. Actually, City does it in an okay way because you're like you've been like stripped of all your gear.
And once
shit.
you still start with
I'm
a
going after
fuck ton more in City than you do Asylum. Like you start out with like 75 to 80% of the stuff you had. Well, maybe not that much, but you start out with a lot of it, like 50 to 60.
Yeah, honestly, the most like, I like the series, but I won't lie, it really suffers from the like Xbox 360 Gears of War aesthetic.
I like how the Arkham art style, relatively speaking. It's definite. There are things this gen that have aged a lot worse.
Yeah, I there's just specific. It's not even like the visual fidelity of it. There's just specific designs that I can't stand. Like I don't really like the Joker's look.
Jan, if you're
I don't really
offering-
like a diseased like burn victim Joker.
Yeah, he's pretty. Well, he's not fucked up in this game. That's because of City.
Yeah, It is also the final boss fight in this game. It might be the stupidest
Can I, or do I?
boss fight in any.
No, oh, it's bad. And, well, the thing is, the reason why that final boss is so bad is it's the same boss fight that you fought 15 times in a row before then. But it's Joker, and that's the end of the game. We'll get to it though.
Yeah, it's not good. Even like the Arkham, like the Arkham games are, in my opinion, notorious for like kind of mid boss fights.
Yeah.
But like that's
so
the
Asylum
most,
is way worse.
Yeah, I like the actual Arkham Knight fight. That one's pretty good because it's different. Like it's not you just punching shit. You have to like it's primarily like a hiding from shit kind of thing. Oh, you don't even have. I guess is there even like guns in this one?
Oh yeah, there are guns.
Okay.
This is still just early game stuff, so.
Like, do you get the like separate armors or whatever, or do you not get that?
What do you mean the separate armors?
You know how like in Arkham City you have like a different health bar for like.
No, I think it's just armor upgrades in this game. I have not put in any points to.
No armor?
No armor. Oh, come on. Wait, hold on. Oh, still not quite. Oh, there we go. That'll fucking do it. Wait, I could have sworn you could grapple onto Riddler trophies. Is that something I
I'm trying
have?
to think. What's your least favorite Arkham design? I think it's tied either for like just what Bruce Wayne looks like in this game, or Harley
Oh,
Quinn.
come on. That wasn't enough for... Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me look at the armors for this.
Actually,
Yeah,
Robin's
no, it's
pretty
just
bad,
armor
too.
upgrade. Let's see. What do I feel like getting?
Yeah, there's a lot. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a lot of shitty design.
Yeah, that's first game. That's...
And not even just the first game. Like, I mean, Joker is probably the worst in this one. Just specifically like to when he gets the Venom.
Oh yeah, that's
that's
bad.
a pretty bad looking Joker.
Some of the designs are really good.
The one that I like Nightwing.
Yeah,
the Nightwing costume is pretty good in this.
This series has a pretty alright Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
I like Arkham Penguin. Bozo notoriously does not, but I like Arkham Penguin.
I like Arkham Penguin, save for the stupid like bottle monocle that he has.
No, I like that.
It's I can't stand that. It's like he wouldn't do that. He would just buy a monocle.
Well, no, because it's something he got stuck in his head. Because that's the implication that someone got so mad at Cobblepot that they just did that to him. I think we'll go with upgrading Batarang power.
Mr. Freeze looks pretty good. I like a hulking.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Freeze. Robin sucks.
Killer Croc's pretty good.
Yeah.
According to her bank records, the payments
The Robin design is like egregiously bad.
One of Joker's oldest aliases. So,
Oh.
Joker pays Dr. Young. to
That's
create
the only
his
one
own
that like
and suddenly
offends me.
stops. Doesn't make any sense.
Is the skinhead Robin.
Find you. Rip your flesh like
Yeah, not a bad looking Killer Croc.
No. Killer Croc's been kind of all over the place. When he's good, he's pretty good. You know what had a really
He's
solid...
hard to fuck up visually, I feel.
Yeah. You know what's
Also, like, I do prefer... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You know what's a really solid Killer Croc? The Batman Killer Croc, not to be confused with the Batman the movie.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen
He's
Batman
he's
first.
one
I don't
of
remember
like
reading
the best,
like-
the three best villains in that show.
Is he humanoid looking? Because I'm pro humanoid looking Killer Croc.
Let me find you the design.
Alright. I don't like when they just make him look. I do believe the Robin in Arkham City is Tim.
Tim. Yeah, it's Tim.
Um, in Asylum, I don't think he has a Robin yet.
No, he had. Well, he
Um,
has a Robin. He just doesn't.
he had.
All right, all right. Let
I
me
think,
let me
he,
let
I
me
think he's
give
in
you.
between. I think he's in between Jason and Tim in the first game. Or maybe it's been a while since I've. It might just be that Tim's like not, like because he locked in the asylum, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is all one night,
Yeah.
so it makes sense that like.
Yeah, they got him isolated. Yes. Damien doesn't show up
No.
in the series. Jason exists and Dick exists, but neither one of them really have a character.
All right, I'm
I mean, Jason
posting
doesn't have a
this
character
design
here yet,
in.
so.
I'm posting the design in the stream chat. All right. There you go.
Oh, that's not a bad looking Killer Croc.
No,
I'm generally more pro human. I really love his first appearance. He's just like a guy with like fucked up skin.
Yeah, yeah.
I do like that, but that's not bad. That's not bad looking.
No. I'm trying to think of other Arkham villains off the top of my head. Riddler's really solid. I love Arkham Riddler.
I don't like his look, but I do like his character.
Yeah, his fucking spoiled,
Sounds like she had
cheating
changed
nerd.
her car. She tried to block the payments. Joker doesn't like it when his partners try.
Yeah,
to
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Arkham series sounds weirdly short on like the Batman like mythos and like number of characters, because I think, yeah, they were like the game ends with, and I hate this, with Tim getting married to Barbara.
Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do Tim and Barbara?
It's really, I have no idea why. It's like that's honestly might be worse than like Bruce and fucking Barbara from like the DC animated universe.
Who wants Tim and Barbara? Who wants that? Like Dick and Barbara.
No one. Like
sure.
Yes. Anyone who thinks that Dick should be with Starfire is a godless.
I think Dick and Starfire. I think Dick and Starfire is valid. I'm not very familiar with comic Starfire. That's also my argument. But
yeah, that she doesn't really have that much of. Honestly, the Teen Titans show, outside of like a few things, is better than the Teen Titans comic. It doesn't, like, the Teen Titans comic doesn't really get good until the reboot, in my feel. I fuck with Marv Wolfman, he's the GOAT, but like outside of the first arc and like the Deathstroke stuff, it falls off until they reboot it as the new Teen Titans.
When was that again?
I think that was after. It was either after or right before Infinite Crisis, because it was like everyone's old as shit.
Okay, so like mid '80s. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, like Dick's in college now.
Yeah.
And yeah. Hey Bozo.
Yeah.
We're talking Batman. We're talking about how much the world
was
of Arkham,
was Death in the Family pre or post Crisis?
It was. I want to say pre.
That's interesting.
I want to say pre specifically because I don't think that there's a Robin in Crisis. I think because Earth 2 Robin is pretty prevalent. I was actually reading some 80s Batman last night. It's pretty good.
See, this is why I'm glad to get you on the Arkham stream, so that way when we're talking about comics, it's on topic.
Yeah, I can talk so much about comics.
Yeah, because all of it's relevant.
I've been reading the 80s Batman, and what I read was pretty good. Unfortunately, I wanted to read like all of the Neil Adams run, but the only collection that has it
launcher for that. I hope not.
Is you don't got it, white boy. You don't got it, white boy. It's so over.
I need the line
The only
launcher.
collection
Fucking
that has it is the, like, they didn't reprint all of the Neil Adams run until recently, and they like did a recolor of it that is awful.
I need to get more into
By the way, I'm
fucked
assuming
up
both
part-
of you, speaking of recolors, I've seen people who feel the other way, but you two are both original coloring for Killing Joke all the way, right?
Oh yeah, wait.
I'm original coloring. I'm original coloring for literally every single comic. In
That is
existence.
also
there
true.
has been no comic that has ever been improved by adding new coloring to it.
Well, because all it does, most of the time, they end up just dimming it down. Because back then,
Yeah.
back when Killing Joke was originally made, all those artists were on fucking LSD. They were probably part of MK
Yeah.
Ultra. So it's like they were making some insane shit, and now it's like, oh, we're doing a the best way to describe it is if you've ever seen the Marvel Epic collections where they recolor a classic color, you can see how far we've gone, like how far down we've fallen.
Yeah, it used to be they were pretty good, and there's occasional times where like people will do like faithful recolors that are really good, but anytime they like divulge from the original color scheme, it's gonna suck ass. I specifically hate Bozo. You're kind of quiet. Turn your shit up.
I don't know how to turn it up. Everyone tells me to turn it up. I don't know how.
Andy, turn Bozo up in Discord.
Okay, let me try and do
I'm
that.
just stuck.
Alright, yeah. I will
my
turn
least
Bozo up
favorite-
on my end, because I can do
My
that.
least favorite is when they try and recolor something to look more realistic. I think that
Alright,
you should just go immediately to hell for that one.
Let Bozo talk.
What?
Okay, you should be fine.
I mean, I wasn't trying to. What were you saying, Cole? I wasn't trying to.
Oh, I said like anyone who's ever tried to recolor a comic to look more like realistic or subdued should go immediately to hell.
Oh yeah, totally. That's kind of in a funny way. I rewatched recently, Sin City, the Robert Rodriguez version, and I do still really like that movie. I loved it when I was younger, but going back to it, I still really like it. But it's kind of like if you reread like the original issues of the stories that movie takes, there is a lot that gets lost when you are working with like actual actors and they're trying to make it look real. Though I do think that movie was smarter, but this is why I hate saying how much I love that movie, because aside from that, I think Robert Rodriguez is one of the worst directors to ever live.
Oh yeah,
He just fucking nailed it that one time, because everything else in that movie does not look real, and it helps the movie.
What's your? You seen Dust Till Dawn or whatever? I forget.
Dust Till Dawn is a cool concept, but it shouldn't have been given to him. It should have been given to Sam Raimi.
Well, I like the first half. You know why?
Well, because the first half is a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, exactly. Tarantino, I like that.
The first half is a Tarantino movie. The second half, I do like. I think it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. But it's a cool twist, but it's like
if it was given to Sam Raimi, it would have been a masterpiece. Like there's so many things that are cool, like the fact that they use like super soakers with holy water, or the giant stake, like fucking drill or whatever. Like that's cool, but they don't really do anything with any of the cool stuff. Like it's not like executed in a fun way. At least not all the way. It's the same with Planet Terror, where it's like there's a lot of cool ideas. Though Planet Terror is a lot more Reddit than from Dusk Till Dawn, but still.
Yeah, I don't like any Robert Rodriguez stuff outside of the two things that you listed. I tried to like Desperado, but again, the only interesting parts were when like Tarantino was obviously writing the dialogue.
Yeah, Desperado. I like the weird thing about Robert Rodriguez is from a behind-the-scenes perspective, he's really fun to read about. Like I don't know. I mean, most people know this. Yeah, like he'd be awesome to hang with. But like, what I mean more so is like when he made El Mariachi, which the Desperado is a remake of. He had literally no money, right? Like he had exactly nada, so he couldn't afford a tripod and he couldn't afford a dolly. And so what he instead did was he bought a wheelchair from a charity store and strapped the camera to it. And like basically like they literally do it. They reference it in Better Call Saul, funny enough. But he hooked up the camera to the wheelchair and would have someone push him around and use that for dolly shots, use that for hyper zooms, things like that. It's like, oh, that's really, really cool. That's a really creative way of working around not being able to afford the high-tech equipment. The problem is he's a not good director, so he doesn't do anything cool with those like new ideas. Or it's like comparing it to, like I said, Sam Raimi with Evil Dead, who's equally doing the same amount of trickery to hide the fact that they have no budget, but is actually doing insanely fun things with that and like doing insane errors.
Sam Raimi has like a vision and like.
Yeah, no, I mean, I need to rewatch Spider-Man 2, but I like Evil Dead 2. I think Army of Darkness is just decent.
You're insane.
No, I am 100%.
Army of Darkness is literally the only reason why cinema needs to exist.
No. Army of Darkness is clearly at best the second best Evil Dead movie. Like, come on, man.
I'm so close to throwing up on UPV in person, like an acidic fucking like dinosaur.
Is he okay?
Oh my God.
No, you don't get it. You don't get it.
I do get it. I'm really gonna do that thing from Punisher Warzone where he slams the kid to the fucking wall and punches his head in the
Army of Darkness. I've talked about this with Spencer and we got into an argument before. My hot take is I wish the movie would be better if it was like Ash had the same personality, but the Deadites were like they were in 2, and it was like the same sort of protect the cabin structure, but with a giant fucking castle and a medieval army. That's what I basically want a slightly goofier Battle of Helm's Deep.
What I love about Army of Darkness is the fact that it's literally just like a fucking like dime store novel.
See, I like the stuff for like
they have fucking Merlin hanging out and just doing shit.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I don't like that the Deadites aren't threatening anymore. It's like, come on, man. Like,
because it's supposed to be like 3. I mean, they're still threatening. Like,
no,
they like the one that showed. What do you mean? The one that shows up in the movie like almost kills half the fucking kingdom. What do you mean?
No, I know what dude you're talking about. That dude is not nearly as cool as he should be.
I'm talking about the girl who turns into a Deadite and then throws the boiling water in the knight's face.
Okay, that dude's cool. But I'm thinking of like the main like head guy who he sucks. He kind of sucks.
You mean King Arthur?
Yeah.
Yeah, King Arthur. Well, I mean, yeah, because it's supposed to be like a Three Stooges. That's what I'm saying. It's like a dive store novel.
Yeah, I know,
like
but I want the movie to still be kind of horror. I mean, Army of Darkness is good for what it is. If it was what Evil Dead 2 was, I would like it more.
But then we already have Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, but what if Evil Dead 2 but bigger?
I don't want Evil Dead 2 but bigger. That's Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 is Evil Dead 1 but bigger.
Yeah, and you could...
Andy, you got fucking faded right there.
I did. I forgot to take out the sniper. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, that's totally me with your argument.
Ended up like JFK in that bit.
I will say over the course of my friend group, it is pretty 50-50 Evil Dead 2 versus Army of Darkness.
Well, I think Evil Dead 2 is better than Army of Darkness by a landslide. I just think Army of Darkness is Kino.
That's fair. That's fair. I think Army of Darkness is still like it has enough like I think Army of Darkness Ash is the best Ash.
It's basically for me with Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, it's like would I rather get like a no gag reflex blowjob or get a prostate orgasm? You know what I'm saying? Like it's either or it's fine.
Yeah. I'm Evil Dead. I want to watch the remake because I've heard enough good things.
2013 is cool. I like it a lot, but it's 100% a movie made for transvians.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about right now.
You've never watched an Evil Dead movie?
I've seen the first. I saw the first one when I was like high when I was 17. I don't remember anything about it.
You gotta watch Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness.
It's not a soft reboot, Jane. It's a straight up. Well, it's a remake. Ash has a cameo in the after credit sequence, but it's like he's not at all anywhere near the events of the movie.
Does Ash vs. the Evil Dead have a satisfying ending?
I'd say, yeah, it was. It had a, yeah, it was, okay. Yeah, because the first season is basically a monster of the week. The second season turns into, the second season is actually legitimate. Like that's the thing. Like Andy is, I think, honestly, and I've only seen a little bit of season 2, but season 1 of Ash vs. Evil Dead might be the best Evil Dead thing ever.
That's pretty fucking good.
It combines everything that we like. Like this discussion we were having about Army of Darkness and Evil Dead 2. it's like both the things that we like about both movies are in all
That's
of
good.
Ash vs.
That's
Evil Dead.
all
It
right.
knows
Now-
exactly which parts to take. It's like it's legitimately scary at times. Like the villains are the Deadites are incredibly threatening, and there's actually terrifying villains in it.
That's cool. All right. I'm down. And again, you still got hot take. The cut ending is the better ending of Army of Darkness.
What's the cut ending? I actually forgot.
So the cut ending is the one where he gets stuck in the future because he overslept.
Oh, that's funny.
It's really good. It's really.
Well, there's like similar endings to Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah, no.
At least the first season has a similar ending.
Because Ash is a fucking.
Well, with the first season, it's a little more justified. He does something stupid, but he's doing it for what he thinks is a good cause.
Oh yeah, I mean, Ash is a moron. Like, let's not.
He's a moron, but he's like a good-hearted moron, which is why
Yeah.
the ending of the first season is really good, because it's him doing something nice, but not really thinking about it.
Yeah, no, that's very Ash.
Ben Haven, you should go to readcomiconline.com or whatever the fuck the website is.
Are any of the
Yeah.
Evil Dead comics good? Also,
Look up the. I've never read them.
I'm asking both.
Look up the Neil Adams collection, and I want you to just see how bad the recolors are.
That's
Here,
a
I'll
shame.
post them in Joe Friends. I was straight up like, why even live? Like after there were some of the worst recolors I've ever seen.
I never read any of the Evil Dead comics, except for I read Ash
Versus
Ash
Freddy versus
the-
Jason.
No, I read Ash versus the Marvel Zombies.
Of course you did.
What the fuck? Get off my ass! Fuck off. Well, here's the thing.
Was it you who was telling me that Marvel Zombies is good, actually?
No, I hate Marvel Zombies. It's fucking trash.
Okay.
Marvel Zombies is fucking garbage dog shit. No, Ash versus the Marvel Zombies is like slightly entertaining because it's not complete edgy schlock like the rest of Marvel Zombies, but the rest of Marvel Zombies is awful. I wouldn't even recommend Army of Darkness versus the Marvel Zombies. I wouldn't recommend that.
Who the fuck was telling me that Marvel Zombies is good?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm mad at them now because you thought it was me. They assaulted my character by accident.
Yeah, that's valid.
Ricky agrees with me that the cut ending is better. I'm glad we can.
Kind of think is what I mean. Yeah, because that's more of a fitting.
Yeah, because it's. I mean, I like them. The correct answer is you have both. You have the Mega Mart ending, but it was a dream, and Ash wakes up immediately afterwards.
Yeah, like the comedy version of The Descent.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. People hate the ending to The Descent. I've never.
I get it, because like it is a really mean fake out, but God, it's better.
But like that's what horror. Like horror is not. I don't want to feel good after every horror movie. Sometimes I want to feel.
No, and it works. It does work.
Also, Paul, I've been rereading 70s Spider-Man because that's my personal favorite era for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Bronze Age is the GOAT.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like fucking, it's goated. But I got to the worst arc ever, which is when Mary Jane gets that perm, and it sucks.
Oh, I saw you tweeting about that on Discord last night.
I gotta remember that.
I'm gonna send a picture of it here. Hold on, I'm gonna send a picture of it and show friends to show you. It is quite literally the worst arc ever.
It's very.
She just doesn't look good in the perm here.
I started reading all of Spider-Man from the beginning, midway through the pandemic, and I had to like stop when Gwen Stacy died because I was like reading it on edibles, and it just like tore through me. I was like, fuck.
No.
I was like weeping.
I also stopped when because I did a reading of most of it in 2017, and I stopped.
Oh, Jesus,
Well, it's also because
bad,
Death of Gwen Stacy is a real good ending for that era of Spider-Man.
They should have just ended Spider-Man after that. Just no more Spider. Fuck it.
I mean, you should have ended it at MJ's wedding, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, what they should have. They should have. Oh, continue.
Would have never gotten Spider-Man Blue, which I feel like is the only good like faux retro. Like I like Light Story, but it's like it's very mid. Like I won't lie, but like Spider-Man Blue is like it's just fucking gut punch.
Oh, the Marvel comic the color line is good. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I haven't read Daredevil Yellow.
Yeah, I haven't read Daredevil Yellow. I think I read the Cap one, but yeah, no, the fucking Spider-Man Blue is like, you ever want to read a comic that makes you want to put a gun in your mouth? Like, that's the one.
Spider-Man Blue makes you want to blow your fucking brains out. Most of the best Spider-Man comics make you want to die.
Yeah.
That's why I once read Kraven's Last Hunt.
Or commit negligent homicide against fucking Norman Osborn.
Yeah, because I once read like Kraven's Last Hunt while on like a shit ton of like really just like the most like horrible paranoia-esque edibles you could have. Like I was seeing cockroaches on me or shit. Like that's obviously not true. But, you know what I'm saying? And it made that comic so much better. Like all the shit with Vermin made me like want to cry and kill myself.
Yes. Fuck, now I want to reread Spider-Man on edibles again.
Dude, fucking Vermin's entire storyline on Kraven's Last Hunt, if you're on edibles, you actually feel like you're in my lie. It's horrible.
Dude, I was straight up like the arc when Gwen Stacy goes to fucking like goes to Europe. I was like, oh my god, dude, I was like just like soft crying and shit.
Dude, she's so awesome, man. She's such. I was telling somebody about this where it's like the reason why Gwen Stacy rules is because she literally just like existed, was a huge bitch cunt the entire time, and then died and didn't deserve it. And she was awesome. She was one of the best characters to ever live.
It's really the perfect thing. Like I love that, and this is part of the reason why I hate Spider-Gwen. Is like Spider-Man should always have that hanging over his head that like yeah, his life with Mary Jane is great, but like he is objectively missing out on not having like Gwen in his life. And
yeah, he like literally she would peg him so fast.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, it's literally like he needs that like. Yeah, that's why I almost like what Batman did with his parents, where it's like he needs some sort of new trauma. They gotta give that boy some new trauma. Like I don't buy that like you're watching your parents get murdered in front of you when you're 5 is like something like good pussy will clear that out real quick.
Yeah,
you know.
No, you gotta keep hurting Spider. That's the thing. Like I get the arguments with people on Twitter about this all the time, but they're always like, oh, like why does Spider-Man need to have trauma all the time? Can he try to make something? No, he stops being cool when he's not fucking like crying all the time. Spider-Man loses all interest when he's not like when he does not want to put a shotgun in his mouth.
Oh man, yeah, no, fuck, dude. I love Spider-Man. I love, yeah, literally. That's why even though like the JMS run got fucked over with some of the worst arcs possible, like he still put Spider-Man through the ringer.
He put Spider-Man through the ringer, and you know what? The arcs that do work fucking work. So like, JMS is the king.
I love that brief arc when like him and MJ like their marriage is falling apart.
Andy, Andy, what are you doing?
I got it. Look, he didn't shoot me with the gun, so it's fine.
You got lucky with that one.
I did.
You really did. That's because you missed the first 2 hits you tried.
Look. I'm Batman.
Andy, I want to see you dressed
I love the Vegas arc of the JMS run. And that's the only time when the Dan Slott runs are good too, is when like it's his life just. So that's what I hate about like Dan Slott. It's like, what if he's a super scientist? No. What if his life sucked? Do that.
Yeah. What if he's a super scientist? What if he gets Parker Industries because Tony Stark is gone for some reason? Oh, and then also, what if? Dude, I hate the thing about Dan Slott that people tend to not understand is just how fucking like dog shit his like Spider-Man like joined the CIA and like helped like destroy foreign countries. It sucks.
But then he has like 3 arcs that are really good because he just shits all over Peter. Like
he shits all over Peter. Is it worth it because we know why he was shitting over Peter, which is just because he thought he like. Well, depending on which era actually, because if it's towards the end when he starts shitting on Peter, it's because he thinks he's Doc Ock.
Nothing after Superior Spider-Man is readable. Nah, the first Negative Man arc I fuck with, and the arc with that one guy who's like he's like crazy and he's like a sniper or whatever, and Spider-Man doesn't have his spider sense at the time.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I will say also, just going back to Negative Man, that was actually the thing I got the most upset with Spider-Man PS4, was the fact that they do Negative Man so fucking dirty.
Did they? I didn't mind him.
I don't know. I feel like
the Negative
they
Man
kind of like
segment, like the Negative Zone segments, kind of suck.
the Negative Zone segments suck, but for me, it's more like it's not as egregious as Black Mask and Arkham Origins, where they literally throw his ass out the window within like 5 seconds.
Oh, that was so funny.
That shit pisses me off, man, so fucking much. I was talking to somebody about this, where it's like the problem with because there's in comics there's the big debate. There's a huge debate in comics as to whether or not, like, Batman or Spider-Man, who has the better rogues gallery, And
I feel like I'm kind of biased towards Batman because I'm a DC head.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was talking to somebody because I used to always say that because I'm biased. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I used to always say, "Oh, it's easy, it's Spider-Man." But I've recently realized, especially after seeing the Batman and rereading a bunch of old Batman comics, I realized Batman has a fantastic rogues gallery. His fans just don't care. Because that was like I noticed it without
fans. It's just people who read the Scott Snyder run because they saw The Dark Knight and they're like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not like
Illuminati. Holy shit.
Well, that's the fucked up part. Is at least with like Scott Snyder, he tried to add extra new villains, new ideas. But for me, what I always notice when it comes to like the normal audience of Batman, it's always like, oh man, that's cool. When's Joker gonna show up though? Yeah. Hey man, when's Joker showing up? And like, without giving anything away, like the Batman even kind of suffers from that, where it's like, oh man.
The one scene where that's the one bad scene in the movie. Literally, the movie is flawless other than that one.
Oh, it's a perfect fucking movie. And then out of nowhere, they have to do but the Joker's gonna show up soon. Like, come on.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, he better be 5 movies away at least.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think having Joker be the end of the trilogy is fine, but we gotta use the rest.
Unless they do, if they do Telltale Joker, then I'll be okay with it because that was at least an interesting idea with the Joker.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Apparently, I've said people that like there are a bunch of shit. Oh, I fucked this up.
No, that's the thing though. Is like the thing with Spider-Man is those Spider-Man's villains are as popular as the Joker. And that's kind of what helps Spider-Man is because like no matter what, like there could be a new Spider-Man movie coming out and it's like, or a new Spider-Man comic, right? Or like a game, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? New Spider-Man thing. It's just like no one's like, oh man, when's Venom showing up? Like everyone's be like, oh, Mysterio's the villain, cool. Oh, Vulture's villain, oh, cool. Oh, you're making a new villain called Kindred, cool. Let's take that in. Let's see how that goes. But with Batman, no matter what you do, it's always gonna be okay. But when's the Joker showing up? Like, when's he gonna go up?
No, if I ran DC Comics, I would put like at least a 5-year moratorium on using or showing the Joker in comics and media, because he's overused. The characters around him are overused.
He's not that interesting. No offense. Yeah, like the problem is also he's not that interesting. Like he's interesting.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Look at these eyes. What the fuck is that the eyes on that model?
I don't know.
He smoked
Still looks
one.
very Gen 7.
Oh, hey Don. What's up, Don?
He smoked a baddie before the fucking shoot.
Hell yeah.
Making a Batman movie with Dr. Death would require even the good Batman directors to read a Grant Morrison comic.
Dr. Death, he has dream powers, right? And a skull for a face. That's the character I'm thinking of.
No, you're thinking of Lord Deathman. You're thinking of Lord Deathman from the manga.
Yes.
No, I'm thinking of a character from fucking a Justice League episode.
But that character first appeared in the Batman manga. They're Lord Deathman.
That's interesting. Okay.
No, Andy, you're thinking of Dr. Destiny from Sandman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
God damn it, Andy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Dr. Death? Wait.
Wait, you don't know? Wait, you know who Lord Deathman is, right?
Yeah, no. He's in the Grant Morrison run when they go to Japan.
Wait, really? I didn't get to read the Grant Morrison one. I haven't read it yet. I gotta like.
Yeah, he's in like the first arc of Batman Inc. It goes so hard.
Well, okay, I gotta read that though.
We were
Batman
talking.
Inc. rules. Batman Inc. is the one where Batman says he's not gonna wear fucking a bulletproof vest because if they know he's wearing one, they're not gonna find him scary. That one's so cool.
Who's your favorite Batman villain, Cole?
Batman
Villain. Because Bozo, it's Scarecrow. I quite like Clayface a lot.
It kind of depends on, like, it changes depending on, like, the format that we're talking about.
Then most consistent Batman villain for you?
That's a good question. Deadass, I don't know.
The best Batman villains are the ones that are, for me at least, are always the ones who like no one likes, because it's the same thing with Spider-Man, where it's like they don't get pumped up as much.
Unless if you're Two-Face. Two-Face is almost always goat.
Oh yeah, no, Two-Face. Yeah, that would be it.
That was gonna be my answer.
That's the thing I was gonna say. Actually, it's people. One of the reasons why Joker's so popular is people say, "Oh, he shows the reflection of Batman." It's like, no, that's really what Two-Face is.
It's literally what Two-Face is. Yeah.
Two-Face is actually like, no, this is the reflection of Batman. Like, this is actually the other side of the coin.
I'm just running around.
Which Clayface? There are 17 of them.
The one that's the actor. I'm assuming there's also 12 of those. My main experience with Batman is
off the top of my head.
Whichever one the one from the animated series is based off.
Also, I might get made fun of this. I might get made fun of for this, and so I'm sorry. Please don't make fun of me, or else I will cry.
I will also shout out the Clayface from The Batman, not to be confused with the movie The Batman.
No, you're talking about the Batman show, which had that awesome gothic soundtrack. But I was gonna say is I'm probably gonna get made fun of this, so please don't do that. But I had when I was a little kid, my number 3 favorite Batman villain was Killer Croc from this game, and that was because I wanted him to fuck me. I had a huge crush on him in this game. I think he's super. I think he's so hot in this game.
Shout out to your bravery, Bozo, for being able to admit that on recorded.
He's so hot. Hold on, Andy. Pull up the fucking player model for him, or pull up like the model for him, like the thing.
We
like
can
pull
do
it
that.
up.
Okay, let me.
Pull it up. I want people to see how fucking hot this guy is.
Where is this?
It's in character bios, man.
There you go.
He's so fucking hot, dude. He's so cool. He looks awesome, dude.
Bozo. And what is even gayer than like me having like Mad Monk on my top 3 Batman villains?
I was gonna say,
Killer Croc is cool. He's so cool.
No. There's a big difference between thinking Killer Croc is cool and wanting to fuck Killer Croc. Let's be real here.
He's so hot. He's so hot, dude. Dude, I'm like baby
he just
doll.
got off of work at 7 p.m. from the shit and piss factory.
Yeah, that's why he's so awesome. He looks like he'd hit me.
I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna go get my weed. I'm gonna be right back.
Weed, man.
Alright, what are we getting?
And that's the thing is the character bio doesn't even show how actually sexy Killer Croc is in this game. He's got like huge fucking pecs.
Yeah,
You guys just don't get it. No one gets it like I get it.
I do not. Venthaven, do you get it? I feel like you would probably get it.
Bozo, that's fucked up.
Hello, Ricky.
He literally joined and then left just to say I'm fucked up. Everyone's gonna make fun of me, but literally.
Owned.
Yeah, Killer Croc with the Ron Perlman voice. Don't even fucking get it.
The Batman Killer Croc is also very good.
Killer Croc, if he sounded like Keith David, I think I'd probably actually like. I think I would be drained.
Once again, Bozo, I respect you for your bravery.
It's not a nightmare. While I was going and getting my weed. So, in the Batman, right?
Yes.
The
There's
movie?
two villains that we see. Yes, the movie. We see that, or there's two like main sort of movie villains that we see, right? Like the Riddler and the Joker, and we've seen that they're not afraid to touch Tom King stuff. What if they do the War of Jokes and Riddles as like the fucking the sequel movie?
I honestly would be into it because that would be such a fucking. It's one of those things where it's like, I like it could work because of how stupid it is.
Oh, dude. For the other things that I didn't like was just the brief Tom King references in that movie. It's like, don't remind me that run exists. When he's like, oh, dude, Bat Cat. Shut up.
Suicide.
No, Tom King is terrible. That's what I'm saying. It might work because you take a horrible story and then try and make it work. But at the same time, why is the Ukraine conflict trending on the Twitch? What the fuck?
You know why?
You know.
But why is it just called Ukraine conflict? Who goes to Twitch for that?
Gay people.
Like, the gamers love warfare, so they have to get like.
It would actually be really funny if they were playing Warzone.
That would be so cool. I mean, no, you know what would be
I will
cooler
be
is
right
if it's
back.
like it's Ukraine conflict just chatting and you click on the stream, it's just them playing Warhammer figurines. That would be so sick.
Oh wow.
That's like specific European autism that would.
Didn't the Warhammer like people say that they wouldn't sell figures to Russia or whatever?
Yeah, everyone's coming out and saying stupid shit like that. It's really funny to me.
It's so stupid.
It's like that tweet where the guy was like ban the Batman from Russia, but it's like real. Like it's actually becoming a reality.
Yeah. No, that was a real guy.
I know it was a real guy. I know that joke. I know that tweet was not a joke. I'm just saying it's the fact that it's actually happening.
Like actually happened. Which is like probably like 9 people in Russia saw the Batman. Like they live the Batman every day.
Well, also they all probably pirated the Batman.
Yeah. Is it? I haven't found a torrent for it yet, and I'm annoyed. I'm like, hurry up. That's what I miss about the fucking pandemic era. It was like same day fucking torrents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can probably find. Oh yeah, we did inverted takedown. Let's fucking go. That's the shit.
Yeah, this is what like. I don't know if I played the demo of this game or if it was Arkham Knight, but I remember like seeing that when I was in like high school, and I was all like, "This is actually really fun."
I'm so mad that they didn't do any inverted takedowns in
The Batman.
In the Batman, they copy a lot of like shit from the and I just needed them to hit him with like the fucking inverted takedown now talk, you know.
Yeah, no, I like the funny part is when I was a little kid, my mom used to force me to watch Batman Begins all the time, and I think it was only because she could soy face at the inverted takedown that he does that. when the guy's like, "Where are you?" and he goes, "Here." He's like hung upside down. That's like what would happen. She would force me to watch it so she could do the fucking like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood snap point at the screen when that happens.
Look, I don't blame her.
It's cool. I mean, like, yeah. Batman should be. I was talking to someone. I don't know if I was talking to you about this, Cole, but I think I was talking to Andy about this. Where you know what I really want to see in a live-action Batman thing? I want to see him do the thing with his cape where he puts it over it like a robe. He just looks like a little vampire. That shit rules.
Yeah.
I love the collar. I was like kind of worried about it, and then it's like, no, actually, I wouldn't mind if they just put the collar on like the regular like comics bat suit.
No, it's cool. It makes it actually. I don't know. It makes him feel like a vampire to me. It makes him feel like more like a. The best bat suits are the ones where he looks kind of like a monster.
Look, Pattinson's Batman is legitimately terrifying. Like the scene with the fucking Batmobile. Legitimately, like I was like kind of like I got scared and then hard, you know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's never been a Batman that's actually been scary, except like the scene when he beats up all the thugs and like the subway, he just starts tasing the one guy against the fucking bar, scared the piss out of me. He like has this like fucking brutal like this like brutality to him. Because even Ben Affleck didn't scare me. He came close. They gave him cool moments, but he never felt like.
See, the introduction scene of him when like, and they kind of stole this for the new movie where like the shotgun is illuminating the scene of like him just like up in the corner, and then like he like snaps that guy's neck with one punch or whatever.
Yeah,
that was hard. Then it's like they did it better in the back. I can't lie. The club scene was better.
The club scene was way better, dude. I'm telling you.
I need to find the notes before Joker gets his hands on them.
Also, that's like Pattinson, or I hate that I just said Pattinson. Robert Pattinson's Batman. I do think is the first one to give Batman swag.
That's pretty high praise. Wait, are you telling me?
Because,
hold on.
I was gonna bring this up. When he walks into the club, he has the biggest fucking.
Are you telling me Adam West doesn't have swag?
Adam West has swag, but that's too high of like a.
You know what? I agree. It's a different kind of swag. You're right.
Fuck, that's some good weed. This movie had fuck my lungs. Takes so much from the Adam West series that it's insane.
It actually does. It actually does.
It's like if an episode of the Adam West show was scary.
It's literally it is if the Adam West show was made by like fucking if it was made by like John Carpenter, Wes Craven, it ruled.
They do like a literal like atomic batteries to power like turbines to speed things, but instead of like saying that, they just make the Batmobile sound like a woman is like screaming. It just sounds like this like horrific scream coming out of the dark. The Penguin's like just shitting himself.
Wait, I was saying.
Does the Penguin steal the Batmobile? Because that's his thing.
No,
that's the thing he does.
No, but the Bat he is involved in the Batmobile chase. In fact, it's a nice little scene.
Because I don't know. I'm assuming you guys have noticed how many different.
The fucking POV shot when the car's flipping over fucking is awesome.
Because I'm assuming you guys have noticed how many continuities there are where Penguin just steals the Batmobile.
Oh, yeah, because he's fucking Penguin took the Batmobile and the Joker got away. Come on now.
The Penguin
I thought it was Batmobile lost a wheel, but okay.
Depends on who you're talking to, retard. Continue.
Can we say that on Twitch?
I mean, people have already said enough things on my
What were you saying, though, Cole?
Yo, he's legitimately scary.
They're all actually, like, everyone in that movie is legitimately, like, intense and frightening.
The Penguin is so good. Honestly, I kind of like the Penguin more. I kind of like Farrell's Penguin more than Danny DeVito.
Oh, I like it way more. I was talking to somebody about this where it's like, for the longest time, Penguin, my favorite version of Penguin was Danny DeVito because he was a fucking mutant. And like and my least favorite was always the Arkham version. I always hated the Arkham version because they like, it's like too much of an in-between between like actual mobster or mutant. So to me, it should be either or. He should either be like in the animated series or the earlier comics where he's kind of more of like a stuck-up posh like criminal.
See, I have a kind of hot take on Penguin in terms of the animated series. I don't like his animated series portrayal, but once he gets the new Batman Adventures redesign, I'm like, this works.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about new Batman Adventures, not the original one where he's like a fucking weird ginger guy.
Yeah,
It's kind of fucked up that like how bad most of the new Batman redesigns are.
No, most of them are bad except for I do like Scarecrow's redesign.
I like Penguin's. I think Bane's is low key way better. Bane's is pretty fucking solid.
The Scarecrow episode where he kills Batgirl legitimately like gave me a panic attack when I was like 12.
No, it's fucked up, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's why like going not to go too far back, but like I was saying, Batman has the coolest villains ever. It's just the fact that Joker is way too popular. Like, no, Joker sucks. I'm sorry. Joker's just like, I'm a clown. But dude, if you fucking read or see anything about other Batman villains, they're all so much cooler than the Joker. They're all such bad motherfuckers.
I really want them to do like,
what's
Chad.
You know what's one of the best things about Joker? You know what's the best thing about Joker that we haven't gotten yet?
What?
Joker Lex dynamic. That's you got to
Joker
admit.
Lex dynamic is cool. I do like
Because Lex is the one guy who just does not give a shit about Joker's bullshit. He's just like,
Joker's only cool to me. I think the problem with most Joker stuff is they try to make Joker a badass because of the Dark Knight. Joker's only cool when he's like a pathetic weirdo.
No, I love.
That's what makes
that's why
he should be a little. He should be a little fancy lad. Like he's gay.
Yeah,
that's
why
the joke of the character is that he's gay.
That's why I like Mark Hamill's Joker a lot, because part of Mark Hamill's Joker's appeal for me is that he copes and seethes a lot. He is constantly upset that Batman is beating him.
There's heels in the which is so good to me. Like the Joker,
Joker
should be a little bit fruity.
Got to find it.
Yeah, he needs to be a little bit fruity. I actually will say I do like. I don't like the Nolan movies at all. I know some people think that people are only saying that because the Batman came out. No offense, guys. The Nolan movies have kind of always sucked. But
the Dark Knight is watchable. Batman Begins is a solid 2 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, Batman Begins is the definition of like like a Diet Coke that gets left out, and then Diet Coke already sucks because it's Diet Coke. But then you leave it out, so all the fizz got stale. It's the film version. It's the film version of that for Batman Year One, where it's like you really have no reason to see this and like praise this when Batman Year One is already big and it's doing it way lesser.
I cannot stand the Nolan films for the specific part that like it is like James Gunn. It is palpable that he hates comic books.
No sign of forced entry.
Is palpable. No, yeah, exactly. And the worst part is palpable that he hates comic books. Like I was saying this when it's like, yeah, like they're so embarrassed to be Batman movies, and that's why he inadvertently ended up ruining Batman 2 because everyone like looks at Batman as if he's supposed to be ultra realistic when that's never the case. Nolan only did that because he was so embarrassed. He was so embarrassed he's having to make a Batman movie. So he was like, okay, but I'll make the realistic Batman. I'll make the Batman that actually could exist.
I'll make it just
and also give him the stupidest voice in the history of cinema.
But well, actually, no, that was actually Christian Bale's idea.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that one's on Bale.
That was really on Bale.
That's a good impression of that voice.
Originally, Nolan just wanted them to do a slightly deeper, like just to hide it, but nothing. Which you hear in Batman Begins. It's the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises where they really ham it up more. But that's the other thing too. It's like all like those stupid arguments about like Batman being a huge fascist only really work in the Nolan movies.
It works a little bit in some of Miller's stuff.
It makes sense in like the Dark Knight Returns, but to me, the Dark Knight Returns, it's like
not year one.
You're not supposed to be rooting for him in the Dark Knight Returns. He's the bad guy. Like he's not the good guy.
It's like applying real world politics to Batman doesn't work because the entire premise of Batman is that a nigga has so much trauma that he starts dressing like a bat.
It's also. I was telling another friend of mine about exactly that. Where it's
and
like,
that Gotham is inherently a fucked up evil city.
That's what I'm saying. Like you cannot add real. Like, that's why the Nolan films made people think, oh, this guy's an evil fascist because they tried to make it real. Like in the Nolan movies, there really is no reason for him to dress up like a bat and do all the shit he does. He could easily just finance the city, right? But like in the comics, the point is supposed to be it is the most comically evil Maltese Falcon situation where every single person involved is so comically evil. The supervillains are super intense, and there's like no way the general public can deal with them. The people in charge, the mayors, the commissioners, whatever, are so fucking evil and corrupt that if Batman does put anybody into the city, it's immediately going to go back into the mob. There's really nothing he can do. It's quite literally he needs to do this.
It's so genius.
What the Batman does. It's like, it's just comically evil.
I love the opening montage where it's just like, I didn't even realize at first that it was supposed to be Halloween. I was just like, oh, this is just what Gotham is. Like, this is just, niggas are just on.
Gotham's just tough. Like, and that's what I say. Like, the Batman nails that. It knows that, that's like, it's not supposed to be a realistic city. It's supposed to be the most cartoonishly evil Sin City shit possible, where you cannot save it.
Can we talk about how fucking beautiful the Gotham City looks like in that movie? They nailed the one thing that Gotham needs to be, which is completely anachronistic. It should not make any sense. There should be 9 different eras happening on this street. You should be seeing like Art Deco shit. You should be seeing like fucking South Korea. You should be seeing fucking like
it should look like the city from Blade Runner, also looking like a city from a fucking like you can say like the 1940s. It should also look like it's the 70s for some reason. It should not make sense. It should always be eternally trapped in a time loop.
It's weird. Like almost, I love the Reaganomics of of downtown Gotham. We have these big department stores and shit. That I don't think they're in the movie, but they should. Bring back department stores for the Batman too. You need to do department stores because it doesn't like. I'm sorry, but like the Joker like turning a department store into a death trap wouldn't be intimidating if he's turning like an FYE into a death trap.
Oh
like,
no,
there's
I'm
no
trapped in a hot topic.
that,
The exit's that way,
yeah.
you know?
The Funko Pops are going to kill you if you are approximately 2 inches.
No, that would be so cool if in the next movie, like Scarecrow, like poisons. If Scarecrow shows up, I'm just praying that Scarecrow my boy gets his time with the light. When Scarecrow shows up and he like poisons somebody, like their Funko Pops come alive and like attack them. That'd be so fucking sick.
Like
I
imagine
would love.
Yeah, like
I
imagine
would love
you
a
just go like
Scarecrow.
walking to the mall, like on like a fucking Thursday afternoon, and you end up getting murked like by the fucking My Hero Academia merch. That's just
They should have
right
like a Kingsman church scene, but in like a fucking hot topic, and it's because Scarecrow set his gas off. That'd be so fucking cool.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be crazy.
if that's the case, then you gotta get some fucking Viacom money to do like an Invader Zim reference there. Just terrifying, harassed by Gurr or some shit.
That's so you, man. That's so you want that. You so want fucking Invader Zim to come back.
Fun fact on
like
Patreon right now, the two big nominees for TV are Drake and Josh and Invader Zim.
You have to watch Drake and Josh.
You guys should
Drake and Josh is winning, but it's losing the gap.
You guys should vote for whatever Ralph Bakshi movie is.
That none of them are nominated, I believe.
Also, Cole, you were talking, but I couldn't hear you over everything. What were you saying?
They need to make Scarecrow look racist. Like, that's the only way that you can attempt. He has to be wearing a noose. He has to be looking like Jussie Smollett's Nightmares. He has to be wearing a noose, and then like a big hat and a leather trench coat.
But it had to be like a big straw hat, like a big farmer's hat.
Yeah. Just to do exactly what they did in the new Batman Adventures.
Do what they did in the new Batman, or Andy, pull up the character bio picture for Scarecrow in this. That's another really, really good one. Because Scarecrow in this game just looks like Eminem, which is cool, but the character bio for him goes so fucking hard for no reason. It's right at the bottom right.
Yeah, I got you.
Look at that. That's what he should look like.
Oh, that's not bad. That's way better than the Arkham Knight one.
We were talking about how much they fucked. I was like, Arkham Knight was like actually like that was just depressing for me. Like I'm trying to come up with like a funny like joke to make, but no, it was just depressing for as a fucking huge Scarecrow fangirl. Just be like, oh my god, finally, Scarecrow's like they're not doing the Joker. I thought at the time they're not doing the Joker. He's
you
dead.
thought at the
they're
time.
They're actually going to do something new. It's a new Batman villain. And it's my favorite Batman villain. Yes, I got super hyped, and then it turned out it was just they made Scarecrow into like.
Speaking of Scarecrow, time for Scarecrow number 2.
Yeah, they made Scarecrow into like a fucking Stephen Hawking guy for some reason. He just sits in a chair and is fat ass all day and does nothing. He doesn't sound scary. He's not having fun.
There's too many villains in Arkham Knight. I'm sorry. Like
there's too much anything in Arkham Knight except for pretty good gameplay. I like the gameplay. I think the gameplay's awesome.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
They objectively lied about Arkham Knight and about who the Arkham Knight was going to be, but my god, that Arkham Knight fight was so good.
That's what I'm saying. It has a fantastic game. That's what makes that game so like frustrating to me.
Where are you taking
Yes.
Really perfect in a lot of like the gameplay is fantastic. It's so much fun.
It looks pretty good.
It looks really good. The gameplay's fantastic. The suits, aside from the default one, all of the other suits are amazing. They all look really cool.
I only ever use the Batman Beyond. So.
I love Lee.
Of course you do. What I always used the class. I always used Dark Knight Returns, or I would use the class, like the original Batman suit with the purple gloves.
Oh, that's pretty good. Knight had Keaton's suit, right?
Yeah, it had every single movie suit.
And a bunch of the comic ones too. I know it had
For
Flashpoint.
you know what I like?
No, it has literally every Batman suit like ever.
I
so cool.
really like the shitty plasticky animated series suit.
I hate those suits.
It's great.
I hate those suits. I never understood. People were so mad when they didn't add them to Arkham Knight, and I was like, dude, it's good. They suck. I'm sorry. I never used them in Arkham City because they look like balls.
No, I like how they look bad.
They look bad. They don't look fun. They're such dog shit, dude. I hate them.
I really hope they go as crazy with the suits in Gotham, because Gotham Knights or whatever.
Gotham Knights, yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other.
Is it in the Arkham universe, Gotham Knights? I thought that was its own.
Let me look at the suits for Arkham City.
It's in the Arkham engine and in the. It's made by the people who did Origins, but it canonically takes place in a different universe where Batman also died. I think that the reasoning behind that is that they wanted to do like a more comic accurate aesthetic.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like. I kind of like that it's like.
70s Batman is also really funny.
They're using the
like the bright blue. That's pretty good.
I actually used to use that one a lot.
Oh wait,
the default Batgirl suit is the Burnside suit, which like, I'm sorry, they need to like never use again. I hate the Burnside suit so much; it's unreal.
It's terrible. Also,
first of all, it was designed by a pedophile.
I jumped. Come on,
Andy,
man.
what was that?
I jumped. No, that was the game. That was the game. That was not me.
Andy, that was not the game, Andy. That was what I'm saying. It's even being nice to you. It's just letting you come. It's like, we know you can't do this.
No.
We know you
that was the game. That was the context-sensitive jumping not fucking working. That's what that was.
It was.
You have to run.
I was running.
Really
I was holding the button down, and it should have auto-jumped, and it didn't.
Fumbling the bag, boys. I didn't fumble the bag.
I did not. That I fumbled. that was a fumble.
And at the end of fear.
Yeah, they should. I swear to God, I never want to see the Burnside suit again. It's the worst fucking.
The Burnside suit is dog shit. Also, Cole, I have some bad news to admit. Or to say, they cut those fucking bastards. There was originally going to be a fight between in No Way Home. I know you're already not a big fan of it, but in No Way Home, there's going to be. I'm going to send the picture. There was going to be a fight with Raimi Spider-Man was going to fight Will Dafoe on the glider. There's going to be like a whole thing set up, and they fucking cut it.
That's bullshit. And now I'm not going to watch the movie.
By the way, Mozo, can we talk about how 2 in a row you've been winning with comic book movies lately?
I've had a pretty good. I've had a good. They've
no,
been nice.
I know. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Although the ones that we're getting for the rest of the year, like I'm sorry, I wanted to really like.
Strange.
No, I don't like DMC. I wanted to really like Black Adam, but it looks like mid. Which is annoying because it has a pretty good cast.
Yeah, everything I'm hearing about that is The Rock being Black Adam is ruining that project.
Yeah. I'd like Pierce Brosnan, or not Pierce, is it Pierce? Yeah, Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is such inspired casting, and he probably will barely be in the movie. Because they have to, like, appeal to The Rock's ego and not give anyone more screen time than him. Yeah. And the rest of the fucking... Like, the rest of the Justice Society cast, honestly, the CW versions were better. They have some, like...
God damn.
I didn't used to get mad at this, but now I'm in on the conspiracy that they're replacing redheads with black people in the comic book movies, because it's weird.
I think because, I think in a weird way, I think it's like some secret.
I love these cartoon skeletons. Can we talk about how stupid these cartoon skeletons are?
They're not stupid. They're awesome. What I was gonna say is, I think that like.
No, they're awesome because they're stupid, though.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is, I think there must have been like some like secret like science article or something about how like secretly redheads are like depleting, like they're gonna die off soon. Like that's the only reason why I can see that conspiracy being real. Because the only reason why because like in the future they don't want people to think redheads existed. They want to like completely get rid of them. It's like so they don't have like a fucking dodo bird situation. They just want to gaslight the world of forgetting redheads existed. Natural redheads.
Yeah, it really bothered. Like it didn't used to bother me at all. Like I didn't give a shit when they made Wally black. I didn't give a shit when they like I don't know made the Little Mermaid black. But then it's like the two that got me were first Batgirl. I'm sorry, but you have to make Barbara Gordon part of the character. It would be like Batman being blonde. It just wouldn't make any sense.
No, actually, yeah. If he was blonde, that'd actually be racist.
Yeah, he should look almost like goth. Like he should look like he somehow was in a POW camp and then got out and got on like Joe Rogan steroids.
That's true.
That's Batman. he's like a jacked genocide survivor. But yeah, and then the other one that got me was in the Black Adam movie. There's this character Cyclone.
Yeah, I know Cyclone.
Yeah, you know Cyclone. They made her black in the movie. I was like, come on, man. The red hair matches with the costume. That's part of the character.
I have literally zero hope for Black Adam, man. Like the second The Rock was casted,
now here's the real question: do you have any hope for?
Hold on. It was the second he got casted, and then it was the second he posted to Instagram saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing Black Adam," and he described it as he's a superhero who does things his own way. And I was like, oh,
no, that is not Black Adam. That is
I was like, I know exactly where this is going now. Like I can see he wants to do Hobbs again. That's it.
No, that's not Black Adam. That is not Black Adam.
It's not Black Adam. Black Adam's a bad guy. Black Adam's not good. He's a fucking anti-hero.
Black Adam's like a Bronze Age tyrant. He's like a dude who's been around for a while.
Yeah, no, he's only supposed to be a good guy, like in like Crisis and shit.
Yeah, when the universe is on the verge of extinction is the only time he's ever gonna help you.
He's still like, I mean, he did,
and only if it's like his Kandak or whatever the fuck is threatened. I guess they're just making him like Egyptian in the movie.
So that works. That works.
Like. I don't know. That's what I was like saying. Where it's like the second he said he's a superhero who does things his own way. It's like no, you don't. You want to just play. He just wants to play Hobbs again, but he doesn't like working with.
Well, it's also like we should have had Black Adam be the villain in like I haven't seen Shazam, so I don't know if it's good or not. But Black Adam probably should have been the villain in a Shazam sequel.
I don't even think he's mentioned in the movie.
No, they never mentioned Black Adam,
which is weird because he's an intrinsic part of Shazam's or Captain Marvel's.
Yeah, wasn't he the Shazam at some point before Shazam?
Everything you see.
Not at some point before Shazam. He was like he was an insane part of it.
Yeah, no, he murdered Billy's parents. He's why.
Yeah. Oh, I did not know that part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why like when you were saying like I was saying like no, he's the bad. He's a villain. Like he's not just an anti-hero. He's a villainous fucker.
What is kind of interesting to me is that it's like it's almost like it's a very interesting take on like the Captain Marvel Billy Batson thing, where it's like instead of like Billy Batson's like childhood innocence like affecting the Captain Marvel character and making him this like sort of like himbo, it's almost the inverse of that, where it's like the Black Adam persona is actually like a good guy. Because he was like an Egyptian priest or something. I think he actually like is part of the Hawk Girl mythos or something. But yeah, he was like an Egyptian priest, and then it's like actually the guy that like got the Black Adam shit on it. I forget how he specifically gets it. I think it was like an evil wizard or something.
But
like it was him who affected the Black Adam persona, and I think at one point they split the two apart or something in like the later comics, and then like that's when Black Adam's like a good guy.
I want to
he's like free of the persona.
I want to ask. you know, enough about Black Adam for right now. How do you guys feel about the most hyped superhero film of the year? You know what I'm about to say.
Sonic 2? I don't know.
No, Morbius.
Oh, that's my theater isn't even showing it. That's how little.
Wow. I mean,
yeah.
honestly, good, but you know.
I think that they are passing that one up in favor of just doing like a second month of Batman.
Yeah.
Dude, Morbius is the first movie to make $1 trillion, dude. Come on now.
No, that's Venomverse, dude.
It's so funny.
Because Morbius.
Because here's the thing. You saw those trailers for Venom. You thought, and heard the Sony emails. You thought it was going to be terrible. And then Venom was good. And we're like, well. But the thing is...
Venom's good because it's like a Wigger franchise. Well, like, Morbius isn't like a Wigger character.
The thing... Hold on.
Let
me make my fucking point, please. Can I finish my point before YouTube fucking interrupts me? No, shut the fuck up. No. Shut the fuck up. This is my goddamn stream. This is shut up.
You interrupt everyone all the time.
Yeah, because it's my stream, and I let you two have most of the conversation. All I wanted to say is all I wanted to finish my point and say that just because Venom came out and was good.
No, I'm gonna cede my chair to Andy in fairness.
Thank you. If you talk over me again, I will mute you. All I wanted to say was that, like, despite Venom being good, despite that, I have no faith in any of the other Spider-Man shit that they're gonna end up doing. Like, still no faith.
They should make a black cat movie that's just softcore porn though. That would go hard. I can't lie. If they were just because
I hate the subdued mode in your voice when you're saying it. So, I'm gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
It made me sick.
I'm fucking. I just smoked a fat bowl. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, they should just let J. Scott Campbell write and direct and produce the fucking.
Start as like he'll be Spider-Man. They'll just make up a new Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's just some guy that hangs around that she fucks sometimes. That would be very funny. Actually, you know who I want to see draw Black Cat? I want to see Bruce Timm draw Black Cat.
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. That would cause so much fucking damage to the universe. Also, Andy, you're missing the most obvious fucking riddle of all time.
What's the strange one?
It's the Penguin.
Oh right, yeah. I'll go back.
And you just read past it.
Oh right, they have a penguin in the case in here. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I would literally yes. I want an erotic thriller Black Cat movie. Bozo, did you see my tweet last night about Bruce Timm?
Yeah.
that shit was driving me.
What was your Bruce Timm tweet? What was the tweet?
I was like, well, he's probably like accidentally through his own like personal neuroses like conditioned a bunch of like 20 to 30-year-olds to be like to just get like the biggest boner when they see some shit from like the 1940s.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn, why the fuck do I like Casablanca and The Big Sleep so much? Then I was watching like Superman the Animated Series, specifically like when they first show Metropolis, and like everyone is a smoke show in the like just walking on the street.
No,
and I was like,
there was not a single unattractive person in a Bruce Timm cartoon. They don't exist. Everyone is the hottest bitch from 1942.
Yeah. He figured out how to draw like the hottest woman on the planet, and he just keeps changing their hair.
Yeah, that's really it. Like literally and the worst part is he himself finds it sick. He draws his own porn.
No, yeah, he's so horny, dude, and like that's why
I wonder if that has any reason to do why he put Barbara Gordon together with Bruce.
I don't talk about Barbara Gordon. Don't talk about that. That is what makes me hate him. It's just that I'd be so on board with him if it wasn't for that.
I can let him have a pass because he made like the animated series Barbara like so hot for no reason, like ridiculous. So it's like I get why you're.
Oh right.
Andy, it's only telling you on the screen.
I know, Dodge.
Yeah, and that's what kind of makes me mad. I see like the Batgirl movie where it's like, no, dude, just do like Batman the animated series mixed with like Chuck Dixon, like Batgirl Year One, and then you have like the most sexual Batgirl of all time. It's also like empowering or whatever.
It is empowering. That was honestly the biggest crime of I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, that was the biggest crime in the fucking fuck, why am I forgetting the name of it now? I fucking lost it. It completely lost me. So I'll move on to my second point, which is the muted color. I hate the Killing Joke movie. I hate it. I think it's terrible.
Yeah.
And actually, a big reason is because first of all, it shouldn't exist. Second of all,
they used the wrong colors.
Well, no. The second reason was going to be because of Barbara Gordon. But the thing that could have saved that movie is if they used the original colors with Barbara Gordon and made her the fucking hottest, brightest smoke show on Earth. It could have maybe saved it.
Honestly, what's kind of beautiful about the Killing Joke movie is that how much it made me root for the Joker.
That's what I'm saying. It really does make me think, yeah, you know, Batman has this coming. He's a fucker.
Yeah, I was like, you're kind of a bitch, dude. You deserve this.
Yeah, like it's so beautiful how
you're
just adding one slight detail because that's the thing, right? It's like I would get into fights with like other comic nerds about that movie where they're like, yeah, the opening is bad, we all agree, but like, you know, the second half is basically just the Killing Joke. So just if you just skip ahead, it's fine. It's like, no, you don't understand. The reason why that movie sucks is because that first 5 minutes, even if it's nothing, it recontextualizes the whole story and makes it makes Batman so much worse. If you just take, and it goes to show that it truly shows the power of storytelling in that way, where it's like, yeah, like if you just slightly tweak it, you could just kill one of the most famous comic masterpieces of all time. Yeah. You could completely kill it.
So, my Killing Joke hot take is that if I worked at DC, I would make it non-canon. I would. I love the Killing Joke, but it doesn't deserve to be canon. I'm sorry, it's too good.
It should not be canon. It should be an Elseworlds.
I don't like Oracle.
Well, it's also funny. Hold on.
Oracle's just like micro, but not cool. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
they try, but it's like.
Like micro works because he's a fat fucking bitch. He's like a fat slob. Sucks.
Well, it's also something else that. Oh, sorry.
No, you go. You go, fam. I'll
it's your stream, baby.
I was just gonna say it's He also was trying to see that Batman Barbara Gordon stuff as early as Batman Beyond, and it was very clear seeing Paul Dini and
that.
And well, yes, but that was when it was like really implicit. But it was really funny seeing like Paul Dini and Dwayne McDuffie go, no, let's do Bruce and Diana instead, okay?
That's equally bad, honestly.
I think that's less bad.
In my opinion, my personal opinion is Batman should not get pussy.
That is true.
I think he should be a ball cell. He has such ball cell vibes.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think
Spider-Man gets pussy. Batman gets no pussy.
I think that's fair.
I think Batman should get pussy in two contexts. One, from Catwoman. Two, from some random rich woman that is going to die at the end of the story.
Oh, shit.
You know what? I agree with you on that. You know who I hate who does get so much pussy? Even though it does make sense for his character, I hate that the Punisher gets so much pussy.
That's fucked up.
It pisses me off. No, it makes sense though, because it's supposed to show his hypocrisy and the fact that like he's always he's always using his family as the reason why he does the terrible acts he does, but then realize like, oh no, he could very easily move on. He just likes killing. I just hate the fact that I know he's fucking.
Come any closer.
Oh.
I like Jezebel Jet. I love Batman R.I.P. It's good because the characters, they're not supposed to be characters, they're just supposed to be like filler until we get to like Simon Hurt and the Joker.
I will say, like, going back to the Diana stuff, I like that it was just flirting and that Diana in the animated continuity does, after the series is done, leave his ass.
Yeah, she goes to, honestly, everything in the DCAU outside of the actual animated series sucks.
Have you seen that Batman Harley Quinn movie?
Yeah,
the one where
she rapes fucking Nightwing.
Yeah.
Where she rapes Nightwing, and then also Bruce Timm gives her like 2 ass cracks. Do you remember that? It's the funniest fucking thing. He gives her like 2 ass cracks. Dude, that's when his horniness becomes based, because he's so horny he can't draw women. He I can see it, he's like shaking drawing that. Like his hands are trembling, he's sweating onto his fucking tablet.
God like cursed this man because he got so like. The only reason why his art style is kind of mid now and like he kind of fell off after like the 2000s is just because he's like so horny that he can't even like form a coherent thought.
It's literally debilitating. It's like he can't do it.
He's just like constantly just in 180% hard.
Like that's why I love, because he has a cameo in Batman Under the Red Hood, the animated film, because he's the Riddler, and I would 100% believe the only reason why he has such little dialogue isn't because it's supposed to be a cameo. It's because they could not get him to speak without trembling and drooling. Like he was like getting way too fucking hard already, like just thinking, just the thoughts in his head.
So he saw just a pencil and a paper nearby, and he had to go like lie down.
Yeah.
like a heart palpitation.
Chain so it doesn't draw ass on it immediately. So I have a question. This is pretty much the only like adaptation that uses Zaz.
No, Zaz he's in the Nolan movies.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's in Batman. He's in Batman Begins, and I think he has a cameo in The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
It kind of looks like Joey Pants in fucking. I don't think he's named.
But
actually.
like, I guess what are some good Zad stories? Is my question.
Wait.
Literally just the original.
Wait. What was he not named in? Why does he look like Joey Diaz?
I don't think he looks like Joey Pants in the Batman Begins, and
they named him. They say Victor's ass.
Oh wow, I don't remember that at all.
They say Victor's ass, and he even has the scars on him.
These villains are explicitly racist.
Oh yeah.
Dude, okay, but what if she had a Queen of Spades keychain on her though, like during this like cutscene? Would that not rock?
Can we talk about how bad Arkham Harley is? I will say
it's disgusting.
It is.
She's a fucking whore. She sucks. I hate her so fucking much.
The fact that she became the default Harley until like the Suicide Squad version is disgusting to me.
The fucked up part is this version of Harley did so much damage for women over 240 pounds. Like they have an icon. This is their Black Panther.
Damn, Gus has got to play these games.
He's got to meet the women who play these games. They'll have a great time though.
Oh man.
That was like my joke tonight.
You know we should try to get on? The fucking podcast. We should try to get Bruce Timm on, and then we just show him like the wet ass pussy music video, and he dies.
That's the only chance we have to get past these gates.
No, I don't think he finds real women attractive.
We show him we take like a picture of like Marilyn Monroe and like run it through Photoshop till it's just like a line image of him.
So also talking about how like into like 40s shit he is. You think he's probably jacked off to fucking cross-dressing Bugs Bunny in that sense? Like
oh yeah, I mean,
oh my god, I want to commission him to draw Stolfo. So fucking bad now. I want to see the Bruce Timm version of Felix from ReZero. That means so fucking cool.
That is the most insane thing the world will have ever seen. Let's fucking go.
I mean fucking what's his face? Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman for Stolfo.
Bruce Timm becoming a homosexual would be like the worst thing to ever happen to the straight.
He should be though. I always thought he was, because he looks like if Danny Elfman had no swag. It's like, oh, that's a gay guy, right? Like that's a gay guy. It's like, no, he's like apparently.
By the way, you guys have seen Paul Dini and how he's fucking married to a Fantastic Zatanna cosplayer, right?
Yes, and you know what? He deserves it. If anyone deserves to fully get pussy, it's that guy.
Yeah, no. You rewrite fucking Mr. Freeze's backstory like that, you deserve everything.
You know what, actually? I was trying to look up a picture of Bruce Timm to like show the fact that he literally looks like I said, he looks like if Danny Elfman fused with like a Family Feud host. But as I was trying to look that up, I found a bunch of his like pin-ups, and I'm like, he really did just perfect it. Like he perfected it, dude. He perfected this shit.
He told Bruce Timm about like Pog discourse, he would become like a violent militant. Like that would radicalize him.
Dude, the way he draws these hips, man, it's insane.
The same thing happened to me last night. So trying to find like examples of 40s hairstyles, and eventually I was just like, oh, I'll just look at like the Bruce Timm drawings. So I was like, I'm having heart palpitations right now.
Yeah, like I might have to leave the stream in a second. I just came across this fucking like, oh man,
you have to look at his top for it. You have to.
What?
It's so good.
Arkham Knight is one of the most misogynist AAA games of 8th gen.
Who said that? Of course you said that, Lydia. That's the most Lydia shit to say ever. That's so cool.
I've literally I've heard a lot of shit about Arkham Knight.
That's the most Lydia. Oh my god! I just saw the Bruce Timm version of Death from the Sandman. I think I need a moment. I need to sit this down.
Bruce Timm.
I'll have to boot up my 360 just to confirm, but like as I remember playing, like at least the Arkham series, there it was just like, yeah, well, if this is how the rest of it is gonna go, yeah, I think I'll skip that one.
Bruce Timm is so powerful that he made white women with dreadlocks look good in the Batman Beyond. Like that was what white woman with dreadlocks pilled me. Was that and like early 2000s Gwen Stefani.
I totally forgot about that. I'm gonna be real.
Bruce Timm the go. This stream is sponsored by Bruce Timm.
Could you imagine?
Go to Amazon.com and use promo code Thick Women at checkout to get 50% off your Bruce Timm coffee table book, which just draws the most caked out women that you've ever seen.
Oh, fuck.
The good girl art of Bruce Timm, naughty and nice. I cannot believe this guy got a fucking kid show.
He had a kid show for I think 14 years, and then got to do. He was the head of the direct-to-DVD movies for a while.
A lot of these are out of print. Damn, I might have to corner them. Let's see if Thrift Books has them. Hold on, I'm gonna update the Thrift Books app.
Oh my god, I can't sit still.
it's actually fucked up. Like,
why do you like this? How do you do this?
Watching Batman or Superman, honestly, just like got me fucked up. And you know what's great is that his style is so like simplistic that it's easy to replicate. So there's like, even if you can't find like a Bruce Timm draw, you can find like a Bruce Timm like drawing, you know?
Exactly. No, yeah. I'm like starting to get a headache.
Maybe we should change subject.
Getting a little.
I'm like shutting down.
Maybe you should close the tab.
Like, you know how bad it's getting? I like you went on Rule34.xxx and looked up Harley Quinn classic.
Oh my god.
Bozo, you're
brain broken.
I can't say you don't know, dude. You don't know.
2 minutes.
It's like the last
You gotta title this VOD just like Bozo gets really horny at 40s women.
No, because hold on, wait, is she with Killer Croc? Hold on.
Nah, I was waiting for it. I was waiting.
You're not seeing him.
Yeah, I'm the first one through those gates, motherfucker.
And there it fucking is. Just on stream.
I might buy the Bruce Timm art book when I get my paycheck.
Thank you for being such a great co-host, Bozo. This is quality content. How many people are watching
glad,
this? 8
baby.
people. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who showed up for this stream.
Lydia, check your DMs in a second. I'm gonna start sending you some stuff.
Maybe don't do that.
That's my goat.
Check out these epic babes from Rule 34.
This is so us. It's so us, babe.
What did you post it in Discord or something?
I'm not posting it. I'm not showing you this stuff. You don't get to see this. This is for you. Okay? This is not for you.
On bestie.
There's no way that's real Bruce Timm art. There's no way he did that. There's no fucking way.
Oh man.
There's no way we let the bastard get away with doing some hardcore fucking. Oh my god.
Hold on, Bozo. I'm gonna ruin your life.
What are you gonna do?
What do you got, Cole? What do you got?
I can't say it on chat. It's not right.
No,
What
fuck
is
you.
it?
I can't tab out. Actually, I can on my phone.
Oh, I'm not even sending it in the Discord. I'm just sending it straight to Boza.
Send it to me at least. I want to see this shit.
Okay, I'll put it in. Hold on.
You just put it in my DMs.
I'm gonna put it in show friends.
Okay.
What is this? No way, this isn't. What? Wait, let me see it. No, I want to see it. No, I can't fucking.
Look up. Okay.
Holy fuck. Holy shit.
What?
You know what I respect? I respect the fact that in this they like. That's the thing, right? There is no way that the animated universe, Lex Luthor is white. You cannot convince me that. You cannot convince me that Superman the animated series Lex Luthor is a white guy. That's not real.
Yeah. No, they made him a little dark. And
Huh. I see.
Oh,
yeah, no, it's really fun. It's a good game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it go back to the last time where we are just like passively talking about like your critical support for Honey Pop 2?
Dude, this
Okay,
is
but that's actually a good puzzle game.
You know what? I'm gonna download that shit. I don't think I have it on my PC. I'm gonna have to run it back just because it's like that's the only match 3 game that I'm good at. There's also a sort of.
Do you play it with your right
vein.
hand or your left hand?
Actually my right because I'm left.
That was a good one. Thanks for appreciating it, Don.
I actually I keep my mouse on my right hand side because that's what they sort of raise you on in school. So even though I'm left-handed, I can't use a mouse with my left hand at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, I use my mouse with my right hand too. Usually.
Why am I on Steam? Why did I? Oh wait.
To download Honey Pop 2.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, what the? How did I get?
Ricky, fuck off.
They have a similar.
Man, that's a good picture, Ricky.
They have a similar game that's set in the X-Men Evolution universe. It's pretty cool.
Do you DM you something?
He sent me more. This is like a fucking psychic attack in my DMs right now.
Ricky, can you send me that stuff? I need to at least know. Oh, hey, another Riddler trophy. Nice.
Thank the Lord! I thought you'd have found that 1 hours ago.
Shout out Bruce Timm.
Let's
go, Bruce. I hope he's having a good day. You know what's never coming out is that the new Bruce Timm Batman cartoon. That shit is never coming out.
Oh,
That's
They
just not
announced like
real.
50 different fucking Batman shows, and that one is like the most fake looking one. I'm like, I don't buy that Matt Reeves has enough time.
Also,
to,
I'm
like,
gonna be honest. I don't need any more Bruce Timm Batman. We have so much Bruce Timm Batman. Honestly,
it literally sounds like the worst. Like outside of Matt Reeves, the people working on it are, Bruce Timm without Paul Dini, so he's gonna be like.
No, that's the thing. Dini and
Bruce Timm, oh god, Bruce Timm without Paul Dini is how you get is literally how you get the
Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke. Yeah, the Killing Joke movie. That's literally what happens.
Bruce Timm without Paul Dini and the J.J. Abrams.
Well, oh god, JJ, come on.
J.J. Abrams did so much damage for
I was gonna say, you don't necessarily need Bruce Timm. Dwayne McDuffie could also work, but he's dead, so that's.
R.I.P. to go.
Yeah, no, legend. I
wanted to buy them. They recently re-released the Milestone.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they
comics.
re-released Static Shock on Blu-ray. Is it on Blu-ray?
No, but I think it's an HD on HBO Max.
That's something at least.
Yeah, I don't know if they did a Blu-ray. I would assume so. They did Blu-rays for everything. They've done like 9 Blu-ray box sets.
I wonder if there is a Blu-ray for the Zeta Project.
I would watch that. I don't think it's on HBO. I want to watch it because I need to like. It has like high-end shit to it, to Batman Beyond, but
yeah, it does. It does. I'm kind of sad. I kind of wish we got like a post Justice League Batman Beyond season, just because like it'd be cool to see adult Static. We never got to see adult Gear, did we?
you like the twist at the end of Justice League Unlimited? I can sort of see both sides.
I don't hate it, but I do think it is maybe a little much. I went the wrong way. I need to get back.
Yeah. Yeah, no. All of the posts. I wish they did more DCAU stuff in general that didn't suck.
Yeah, because they did the Harley Quinn movie, which that sucked, and then they did that Justice League thing.
They did the comics as well, which all suck. I think they were digital comics as well, but none of them are good.
And then they did that standalone Justice movie, which was okay, but just felt like an episode, like a stretched out episode of the show rather than a cool comeback movie.
I saw that looked like, yeah. I don't know. I need Bruce Timm to do something else.
Yeah, because too much of the
Let
DCA...
him would go hard if he got to do a Spider-Man.
Sure. Why? Oh, man. Could you imagine his Mary Jane? Could you
I'm
imagine?
thinking Bruce Timm
looks like he's drawn her a fuck ton of time.
Bruce Timm Gwen Stacy might be, like... That would turn kids feral. If they put that... Like... See? Because... it's not. I don't really think the Batman the Animated Series is all that popular with like non-nerdy Zoomers, and they don't really like watch like non-streaming service, like TV. So like a Zoomers raised on like fucking like Steven Universe and shit. Seeing a Bruce Timm cartoon would be like flooding the water supply with crack cocaine.
I'm like if he actually did make a Gwen Stacy, because he's drawn a Mary Jane. I think he's drawn a Gwen Stacy actually. Hold on.
I'm gonna say something actually even more crazy.
Yes, he has. Cole, don't look it up. 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 Cole, don't look it up.
How much?
Cole.
Bruce Timm Black Cat.
Oh man.
The fucking heart rate just like shot up at like record breakings.
I don't like his. I like that even he can't make Spider-Gwen seem interesting. That's what kind of funny.
I know, his Spider-Gwen sucks. Actually, the worst part is you can see how much his art has gone down. When you look at his original Gwen drawing and then you look at his Spider-Gwen drawing, it's like, oh man, she looks like dog shit.
I assume you're talking about the black and white line drawing, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I needed to make sure that there wasn't another one out there that I wasn't.
No, yeah, the black and white one looks really good. Like, and then you look at the Spider-Gwen one he did. She has like a xenomorph popping out of her chest.
Oh, come on.
It's bad. It looks bad because I think the reason why is because technically she's underage, so we can't be fully horny for her. So he has to like pull it back.
Who is more washed up, Bruce Timm or Matt Groening?
Bruce Timm still got it.
Bruce Timm, here's the thing. Bruce Timm's art might not be that good, but he's not like a loser. He's still doing pretty well for himself.
The only thing stopping him from being good art is like they give him like the shots that they give like reformed pedophiles. Like they need to give him like the don't be horny shot, and then he could go and create like the most beautiful animated movie since like Walt Disney or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Because
I'm looking at the Bruce Timm Mary Jane right now, the Go-Go Dance one, and they need to please Marvel give him a Spider-Man set in the 70s.
There's this one drawing he has. I don't even know who the character is, but like I'm just obsessed with her now. I don't know who this bitch is.
Send it in the Discord chat.
The thing is like I feel like if you could ID it, I should be able to ID it because we have like the same amount of like comic knowledge, but I can't fucking. At first, I thought it was X23, but no, she's way more Asian.
Oh no, that's an original drawing. I saw that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an original like that. I thought it was gonna be like a whatever.
No, that's in his coffee table book, which I think is just like girls that he made up.
I want her to show up in my dreams. I love this girl.
I know exactly. Yeah, you crop this in.
I didn't crop it. No, man. Oh my god, man, he goes so crazy.
Yeah, no, does a zoomer that would be illegal. I need the Bruce Timm.
I think we need to move on, or else this stream is gonna get tagged as NSW. You know, like
it's not gonna get tagged. We're not saying anything explicit.
I think you two need to take a shot and just calm down, just for a little bit.
The Batman.
Oh yeah, let's go back onto the Batman. Can you imagine if Bruce Timm drew Zoe Kravitz? That'd be crazy.
Well, okay. What outside of Batman? What have you been reading or watching? Let's.
Okay, actually,
or playing.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, like I said, I've been reading 70s Spider-Man, which is interesting because that's like around the time I've got to the point around where like Mary Jane shows up. And speaking of Mary Jane, if you see this Bruce Timm,
post the Go-Go Dance one.
Yeah, the Go-Go Dance was fucking awesome.
It's legitimately like a really good piece of art on its own. Like it being blatant cheesecake aside, like he is very good at drawing back.
I do wish he didn't draw her breasts like the way they are, because it looks like I have like the oblongs. But aside from that, it's really good.
I have been recently watching. I love the pouting Gwen Stacy in the background of that. That's a very cute drawing.
I'm gonna save that for a moment.
YouTube has been recommending me some of that, I think.
What I have been reading recently is Jack Kirby's New Gods for the first time.
Oh, that shit rules.
I'm so Jack Kirby pilled now, it's unreal. I had really only seen his Shield stuff, which I really liked, but I had not actually like read any of the key Kirby stuff. I love how much how reading this makes me wonder why people like didn't like Final Crisis, because it's just this. It's just this, but with
like that's what I was saying. Where it's like I think you liked the tweet where I was talking about like because they're doing that new they're gonna do that like Fantastic Four comic coming out. It's like that's how they should be done. Like Kirby was the only dude who understood like these guys aren't superheroes. They're just like basically just like Star Trek scientists. So you have to have them deal with the most insane psychedelic weird shit.
So you want to see something funny? Batman's in first person right now. He's staring in a mirror.
And then he turned around and oh my god, look,
Like I found that funny.
I do think it's funny. I think it's funny, babe.
Okay.
Baby, you know I think it's funny.
Oh, that is funny.
I love model shit like that.
I love model shit like you running into the wall and just not moving.
No, I collected a Riddler trophy.
Yeah, I would read the fuck out of a Bruce Tim Fantastic Four.
They should do a scene, Bruce Timm and his animated characters. That's yeah.
Bruce Timm's sort of like the Ralph Bakshi for Arkham.
Nah, I feel like Bruce Timm is kind of in the past now. It's not that he's wrong. It's that we were already too removed from Bruce Timm's era. I feel like. Oh, this level kind of sucks.
No, this is where you get to be Clayface.
That is true. It's cool. It's very cool. But the electric floor shit. Although we finally do get to take Harley out of the game, which that's good.
Okay, I think you're kind of like you're a little too hyped to like smack a bitch up. Like, hold on.
Yeah, I think he's getting his latent misogyny out just in lieu of how much of a grip this Harley Quinn had on society.
That's fair. Yeah, I've been reading Jack Kirby's New Gods. It's really good. I think after that, I don't know. I'm trying to do like a Grant Morrison like meta narrative article.
Yeah.
That I want to do for that, and it'll give me the excuse to reread all the Grant Morrison stuff that I haven't read in a while, like Animal Man and his Batman. Yeah. I have to like read all the stuff that I read like last week, like all stuff. I read like All Star Superman like once every other month.
Andy, there's the Tommy gun. Andy, the Tommy gun's the riddle.
Oh, okay. Where's the?
So I could continue, Cole.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. I'm very excited to.
Wait, that's not it.
It's like up against the far end. No, to your right.
No.
To your right, it's on the wall. And...
Oh, it's on the wall? Which wall? That wall. I see the wall.
Your other right.
There we go. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
The stream is delayed.
I'm gonna say this. I like this character a lot. I feel like they don't get used enough. Every time I've seen Scarface and the Ventriloquist, they're fun.
They're fun in No Man's Land. I think that's the only real comic there. And I can't remember. There's one where they get like a girl in the mix. I can't remember if that's in Grant Morrison's run or not. It might just be in something like around that era. Yeah, they're a good like sleeper hit character.
Yeah.
All the Batman villains are the ones that are in like 10 issues tops.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like all the.
They had a surprising amount of animated series episodes. I feel like they got like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Batman, but like a lot of the more obscure ones are like like the fucking Mad Hatter.
Clock King.
I really liked the villains that they used in Beware the Batman. I think I'm the only person who like watched that show.
Didn't they use Shiva?
I watched the first one.
They use Shiva. They use Magpie.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's Beware the Batman, man. You're not.
I liked it. It's the most like, it's the weirdest Batman cartoon because it's the only one that's like, what if we do something that like none of the other Batman cartoons have ever done? They only pick villains based around.
Yeah, because it was the darker Batman show after Brave and the Bold, but it was also like, I don't know.
It did have the. If it didn't come, I feel like people would like it a lot more if it didn't immediately follow up Brave and the Bold.
And also, it also was like canceled right before Green Lantern, and Green Lantern's probably a much better show.
Oh yeah, dude, Green Lantern is so cool because it made like the Johns run readable.
Oh yeah, that's actually the hard part too. Is it made people actually think Jeff Johns was a good writer?
Yeah,
that is like the sad part about it.
I remember, like, I loved the Blue Lanterns, and I was because of that comic, and then I went to go read them in the comics. I'm like, this shit sucks, dude.
Oh yeah, the same thing happened to me.
Because like Blackest Night isn't terrible as far as crossovers go, but it's like it's better than the Johns run. I specifically like the parts with Firestorm in it. It's like the best Firestorm story of the modern.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm going
Brightest
the wrong
Day is
way.
unreadable. Brightest Day is straight up unreadable.
Bozo, what have you been
Slog.
reading?
What?
What have you been reading lately? Oh,
I've
70
been
Spider-Man.
reading-
That's right, yeah.
70 Spider-Man, All-Star Superman.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you can't go wrong. I think I'm gonna show my partner the movie.
The movie's cool, and I've also been reading.
You know what's like a
Frank-
podcast idea that I wanted to do, but I don't really have the time now that I'm doing streams and my normal podcast. I kind of wanted to binge every single DC animated movie.
That would be fun.
Because the thing is, I'm like the target audience for those movies of guy who watches anime sometimes and watched most of the adaptations and liked them, but also doesn't read comics. Like that's
Also, you're from the Midwest, like most Channel Awesome guys, so like you're like tailor made to do like.
I've seen most of the pre-New 52 ones.
a
I've
lot
seen
of
all
them
the
are solid. Dark
They
Knight.
used to show them on, they used to show them on Toonami, remember?
Yeah.
Like way back in the day. They showed like Death of Superman on Toonami.
It's so weird they started with Death of Superman.
Yeah, for the New 52 one. Yeah,
No, not for the New 52.
No,
that was the first.
not New 52. This was way back.
Yeah, this
before
was
New 52.
2006 when they started doing
you mean Superman Doomsday.
Yes.
Yes.
The New 52.
There is one called Death of the Superman, and it's literally the first.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh no, that's right. Didn't they do part of the Johns run?
They did the Dark Side story. That was the intro, and then they did Atlantis. And the Dark Side movie is very bad.
Didn't they? No, didn't they also do a solo like Brainiac movie? I want to say it's like
might have.
I was just looking at it on HBO, and I was like, wait, I think they literally did an adaptation of Superman Unchained or Unbound, that like mini series that I think was like Scott Snyder and Jeff Johns or whatever.
Yeah, they did do a Superman Unbound thing. That was that the thing that introduced Manchester Black?
Yes, because they had done Superman the Elite, but they hadn't.
I like Manchester Black.
It's weird that he's not a Grant Morrison character because he feels like a Grant Morrison.
Because he's like he is the rebuttal to all the haters. Like but he's also like not a whole. Is this the right way? Hold on, let's see.
You're supposed to press the button up there.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what the other the Batman Kung Fu one looked cool as shit.
Oh, Samurai Batman or.
No, I posted about it's called Batman Soul of the Dragon.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I was like, what the fuck? How did I hear nothing about this? And then someone was like, you pirate everything you watch. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
Batman Ninja thing, yeah, that I heard that wasn't great.
No, not Ninja.
Oh.
No, not Ninja. It's called Batman Soul of the Dragon. It's a Kung Fu tournament movie. With like it's got like it's based on Enter the Dragon, like the Bruce Lee film.
Oh, okay.
But with Batman instead of Bruce Lee, and they have Michael Ian Black as Bronze Tiger, and yeah, like Lady.
Did you know there was originally talks, nothing super serious, to have 60s Adam West Batman do a crossover movie with Showa era Godzilla.
Really?
Yes. It never got super far, but there were talks between Toho and was it? I don't think it was Warner Brothers at the time. But...
JBC.
Okay, now we're back on.
I do believe it's either ABC or CBS. It was one of those two.
When did WB buy out DC? Because I know it was before '89.
Really not interested.
Was it before?
I think it was in the '80s.
Okay, so it was. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because WB bought it out around the time that fucking
Just stay where you
what's the shitty '80s company that made Superman 4: The Quest for Peace?
Oh, you mean Canon?
Yeah, Canon.
Yeah. You know what I've recently so I've recently changed my opinion about DC Comics in that I think that Dan Didio is a good editor, and I think that Jeff Johns is the worst thing to ever happen to DC.
Interesting.
So Jeff Johns is actually a parasite. He's an insect, and he's not only ruined a lot of great comics, but he's fucking destroyed a lot of I mean, obviously, like he destroyed all of like a lot of the movie stuff.
Wait, I like how he just has like a fucking a mannequin back there with him. So like to monologue to.
Also, I want to send you something cool.
What have you been watching, Dawn? You've been pretty quiet.
Cole, check this out.
What have I been reading? No, not any.
Or watching. It could be either or.
So like
watching fucking anime, I'll be real.
So how consistently? So some is Ivy has plant superpowers default, or is that a more modern thing?
It's like it's not necessarily modern, but it's
because I feel like it's very.
I think it was in the 70s. She's one of the later edition villains, but I think it was like less than 10 years into her creation.
Okay.
But she wasn't green until I think literally like the 90s or something.
Yeah. Also, they gave her no ass for this. It's so fucking impressive.
I think Alan Moore's Swamp Thing was the one that made her green, but I might be mistaken on that.
That sounds right.
That was what retconned her to be like
He's taken control of the security.
not related, but like part of like one of Jason Woodrow's experiments.
My office, it's useless.
Your terminal has been destroyed. Give me the sequencer.
What?
None of you know who I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Quincy's such a piece of shit.
I'm just also looking at
Bruce Timm.
No, not Bruce Timm. I'm looking at these like old like. I'm looking at like basically I'm looking at old when what's his face? Why am I forgetting his name? I literally have him in my search bar. The guy who he did Batman Hush, the artist.
Oh, Jim Lee.
Yeah, I'm looking at early Jim Lee X-Men art.
Jim Lee did that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I really don't like Jim Lee's new style. I don't like.
No, I hate basically like because that's why I look at his X-Men stuff because his X-Men stuff rules, but everything. Like Batman Hush, I don't like. He just draws like the same guy. He just draws like the same ripped guy and like little.
He's been doing that.
It's like
they picked him to be like to design all the costumes for the New 52. I think Jeff Johns personally picked him, which again further proves that Jeff Johns is everything that's wrong with DC.
Jeff Johns is everything that's wrong with DC. Also, supposed to say, Jim Lee, what do you know? Like, what did you know? You weren't saying. Because we know some stuff about Jeff Johns. That's not nice stuff about Jeff Johns. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah,
allegedly. Just like him being like a weird racist. Like a lot of people like he's like apparently like
mutuals with the girl that he groomed actually.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I mean,
good for her that she got out of that.
I know that she's on left Twitter because I remember I was like, did I dream Jeff Johns getting Me Too'd? And then I like looked up the account.
I think that we had this conversation on stream or something before.
Jeff Johns Me Too.
His All-Star Batman's video.
Yeah, it's the reason why people.
It's the reason why All-Star Batman lasted as long as it did. Speaking of other artists who got, I mean, Frank Miller was never like 100% artist all the time, but if you read like early Sin City when he did all the art, it looks really pretty. It's like very beautiful. And then you look at like, oh man, he's got some ugly ass art, Frank Miller. Get fucked, Andy. Andy, Andy, that's actually us.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Just minding my own business and you fucking jump me.
Yeah, she's throwing.
She's not a mutual, but it's the not Sofia Coppola woman.
Oh, I think I've seen some of her tweets.
She has like 50K.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Somehow I have no idea.
You know, Bats,
Maybe that's for the better.
there was a spark between us.
That's a bad pun.
Yeah, fuck Jeff Johns.
Harley.
You'll never be Grant Morrison. Ooh, you want to be Grant Morrison so bad.
You'll never be Grant Morrison. He's like a weird racist, like he's just a scumbag. He really does suck.
I like how the camera fucking zoomed in on Double Dare. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's awesome. Double Dare, yeah.
They wanted to outdo the Pulp Fiction thing. So.
Anyway, whenever I beat this fight, because this fight is kind of hard, I'll probably
literally the easiest fight in the game, but sure they will.
Just
I remember struggling with it. But once I beat Harley, I think that'll be a good end for the stream for right now.
You should do a stream where you're not allowed to stop streaming until you beat all of Demon Souls.
That's not on PC yet.
We gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, you're not allowed to. No, yeah. Okay, fine then. Let's do Dark Souls 1 then.
I will probably be.
24-hour stream would legitimately be hilarious. Like,
I don't. No, I'm not doing a death stream.
We've got 37 people in the call.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I will be streaming Dark Souls, but you know, none is that.
There's no need for a double dog.
That shouldn't have been funny to me.
Surprise! Apprehend Harley Quinn. Get her out.
Inventing dog too.
What you're supposed to do, Andy, is punch them. Andy, when you see an enemy, press X.
Did I hit her?
Oh, you're playing it on a controller. It's way easier on a keyboard and mouse.
I played it on Arkham on keyboard and mouse. It's not bad, but
yeah.
I played Arkham Asylum keyboard and mouse. I played Arkham City on keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, no, like these games have fine keyboard and mouse controls.
Arkham Knight does not. Arkham Knight sucks on a keyboard and mouse.
It's because they added too many new count. They were like, okay, we're adding all the
they had like you really become Iron Man. Like you cannot play that game with keyboard and mouse.
I 100%ed it on keyboard and mouse, and like those blade counters fucked me up so many times.
Yeah. I actually might install Arkham Knight and just fucking like listen to the music and run around it.
It was like, okay, now we're adding
in.
Now we're adding in a dodge mechanic to fucking Arkham Knight, even though there's been none prior.
Yeah.
Anyways, fuck Jeff Johns. You know who's cool though? Bruce Timm.
Yeah, Bruce Timm's awesome. You know who's also cool?
I really do love his Joker.
His Joker rules. His original Joker. I don't like his Joker, the animated.
Yeah, this one. This is the perfect Joker.
You know what?
I'm posted it in friends, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was looking at it. I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Damn, you can buy Bruce Timm posters.
Damn.
So much damage could be done if you did that.
If you, I mean, here's the thing. Cole's gonna be streaming soon. You could have that on his background.
Not gonna be doing a face cam.
Okay, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, I don't keep my desk clean enough to ever do a face cam.
Neither do I. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, also, Andy, I'm not saying that about your mom, never mind.
Oh shit!
You're gonna say clean my room, which I probably should, but you know.
I was gonna make a joke about like your pig mom walking around the background, you know.
I asked for that. That was my fault.
I was wondering,
I was googling the Bruce Timm Batman show that's coming up, and they've added Ed Brubaker to the lineup of like literally everyone who wrote a comic in 2008 is in this show now.
Oh my god. They're gonna get when they should get Scott Snyder. Actually, has anyone ever read American Vampire? Is that any good?
I like it more than his Batman run.
Really? That's interesting.
Although That's only because, like, if you do or if you like Stephen King stuff, you'll like it. But if you don't, then you'll probably despise it.
Did you ever read his Aquaman run? Because I remember liking that a lot when I was a kid.
I have not. I don't think I've read anything by Snyder other than, hold on, let me see what the fuck he's done. Other than American Vampire and his Batman run, which I don't like.
His Aquaman, I remember, I thought was the shit. I thought it was the coolest thing.
His Justice League is so bad. Oh.
Did he do a Justice League? I didn't know.
He did the first arc of Rebirth Justice League.
Wait, that was him?
Yeah, and he was the one. He had a genius idea to do this like cartoon synergy with a cartoon from 2002.
Oh my
it's like,
God,
right,
I forgot that was him that did that. My brain like blocked it out.
It was like one of 3 things in Rebirth, and I guess actually the other thing I'm thinking of was Infinite Frontier, not Rebirth. But there are multiple instances of DC doing like synergy for something that's like 30 years old, where they'll be like, yeah, remember this this cartoon character that you kind of liked in 2008? What if we give him a comic book now? It's like when they gave Static Shock like a title in the New 52, even though it was like 4 years after his cartoon ended.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did the Justice League synergy with like it was literally Jon Stewart, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Hawkgirl, and Martian Manhunter, and the Flash. That was your lineup, and they even brought back like the plane and the watch tower designs from the cartoon. It's like, this cartoon is literally old enough to vote. Why are you doing this? The other one that they did was they did a Titans, not Teen Titans, but like the Titans, grown-up Titans, and they did Red X as the main villain.
Oh yeah, I actually do remember that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's still ongoing. They just revealed that like they did like 9 fake out reveals where it's like he's Nightwing's son. Actually, he's not. Actually, he might be Batman's other son. Actually, he's not, and he might be like Deathstroke's kid now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say, what did you ever think about to get more modern again? What did you ever think about like Jonathan Hickman's X-Men recently?
I heard really good things about Hickman's X-Men run, but didn't he leave the company and unfinished?
Yes, he did. He got poached by Substack. I'm gonna wait till his run is finished. I think it still has a few more issues left. I don't think he's I don't think all the stuff that he's written is finished. Because he said
they're still releasing his Wolverine. Which he made a Wolverine, but it's not like a normal comic. It's for that like app that Marvel does, you know. They did like the Nova one, if you remember that. That was the really big one. They did a Nova one. They did a Spider-Man one that was right after Spider-Man died. Earth 616. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and so they're doing like the new one is like I think it's Wolverine, and I read a little bit of it. It's basically just AIM kidnapped a few mutants, and so he's going to save them. It just seemed like very basic, like, all right, we're doing this for the app, so I don't have to like. Yeah.
I'll probably wait until all his stuff has been collected, because I tried to read it, and it has the exact same problem that like Triangle Era Superman has, where it's like it's some of the best comic writing of all time, but it's split across literally like 14 different titles.
Oh yeah, no, because there's House of, what was it? Not House. It was there was X-Men, and then there was
2 mini-series that he did to like lead into it. There's Powers of X and House of X, and then that led into X-Men, which then split off into like Cable and X-Force and X-Factor and the Hellions and the New Mutants and.
Which, I mean, it felt like being in the 90s again, but I think people forgot why the 90s comics kind of sucked.
Yeah, and I'm like, I tried to do it for like I think the first like 6 months, and then they added more. They just kept adding new series, where there would be like some development would happen, and the X-Men would be like, all right, guys, we need to form a new X-Men team to deal with this. And it's going to be a bunch of mutants that you'd never think would be on it. It's like Mr. Sinister and Havoc or whatever are a team now. And they have their own book. And it'll be great. It'll be some of the best comic book writing ever. But I'm not going to bounce between 14 titles. Just do an omnibus. Like,
yeah, no. I feel
like,
kind of...
If it's too hard for me to pirate, I can't imagine what it would be like buying it, you know, where you're spending like $80 a month on X-Men comics.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because it's like, yeah, like that's why, like, I mean, yeah, the only comics that I do buy are the ones where, like, I know, like, it's easy. That's why I loved, even if it got a little weird at times, I really liked Donny Gates' Venom. Because he just always it was always just great. Every issue was just Venom. But then Marvel, being the fucking idiots that they are, kind of fucked him over because he wanted to do some stuff with Carnage. He wanted to do Absolute Carnage.
Yep.
And like, they made him split it off into like 16 different comics.
I read it and I was like, okay, this would have been cool if it was like one story.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But like they split off. They like
really
made it an event.
Overworthy. It was like, okay, Carnage is gonna assassinate this like.
That's
this
a good calendar, man.
For senator or whatever.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it had no reason to be like a fucking Civil War like scenario where like it's like, no, the dude, like, he's Carnage. He's not that hard power. I agree with you, Lydia. I don't like Genosha, though. I like Hickman. I think he's able to kind of handle it better. But I'm 100% with Grant Morrison, where it's like the X-Men shouldn't have like an Israel. They shouldn't. They should just have to live in the normal world.
It's not Jenna. It's actually Krakoa.
I'm so sorry.
I was hesitant when I saw that, especially because it's like, okay, but like they would just like stop them, like they wouldn't let them do it. But then it's like, okay, they did this like pretty easily, where it's like, yeah, no, we can, like, if we wanted to, we could just completely collapse the world economy. And I'm like, all right, that's a decent premise. I'm gonna attempt to get caught up on Nightwing while Andy plays.
Okay. I don't know how much longer we're playing, but yeah.
I just realized I'm like 5 issues. I mean, it's comic book. It's like 12 pages across like 8 different issues.
I need to start reading. I've really been behind on modern shit, except I have been reading the new Hulk stuff because I liked Immortal Hulk. I thought that was fun.
Why are they doing? They're doing like a young adult Mr. Miracle comic, which is weird. And he's black, but like I think it because he says he's escaping from the apocalypse, so I assume it's supposed to be scot-free. But it's like the cool thing that was that Scott-Free like had a black son that he adopted.
So cool.
I didn't making him black, like, I don't know.
That reminds me of when do you remember when they killed off White Nick Fury in Earth 616? Like, don't worry, his son's coming in. His son looks like Idris Elba. I was like, wait, what?
It was so stupid because it's like, yeah, they didn't even make him light skinned. It was like, nah, he's just dark skinned Nick Fury.
No, he literally is Samuel L. Jackson. It's like, bro, come on. Like that's the thing, right? Like, that's why Marvel always gets his ass ate out by DC, in my opinion, is because DC pulls stupid shit, but they don't go that backwards to like bend because the movies are popular. Like, they don't go that insane.
White.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like they still keep a level of content, because I think the reason why is because DC is smart and they understand that the people who watch the movies, they don't read the fucking comics. None of those people like who watch MCU movies ever read the comics.
Oh, hell no.
It says something that the MCU is the most profitable film franchise of all time, and comic sales have only gotten worse.
They're literally like on the verge of extinction. I saw a graph recently that like only like something like 14% of all comic sales are superhero of all like current like bookstore comic sales.
Yeah, and the reason why is like it's not just because like they're not popular. I mean, like, comic fans still like them, but it's because the business model is fucking, the way they they release comics the same way they released them in the 40s, which is not how you do stuff. It's like, okay, back in the 40s, yeah, there were like newsstands everywhere. It was easier to just sell a little magazine where it's like, okay, yeah, here's Spider-Man, whatever. It's like, no, nowadays, but they should do like what like fucking like Shonen Jump and all those things do. They just make one giant magazine of a bunch of different, like you should just have like a Marvel Weekly, and like so it might cost you a bit more. It might be like $20 instead of, let's say, like, you know, $7. But like whatever, it's gonna have like a bunch of different comics you can read.
The thing is, I think it is perfectly possible to get Americans back into cape shit, at least. But you're gonna need the current industry to die. Like, you need to start over. Like, it is.
You can't buy comics anymore. You literally can't. Like, I live in a decently sized town, and there is no place here, entire county, that sells.
Well, it also doesn't help that comic sales charts and shit don't do digital. It's still only measuring physical sales.
Yeah, but like, it should, like, the
that's fine.
Yeah. Side of it has gotten completely worse. Like, it's gotten worse. It used to be like you could get most of the comics you wanted in the mail. You could honestly save money doing it, and now it's like you can only get like ongoings, and only if you only have like a certain number of issues left or whatever.
Also, Lydia, I agree with you. They used to do that back in like the 70s and 80s, where you would just send them like a ticket. You send a ticket to Marvel or DC. Those like, here are the comics I like to read. Charge me monthly, and I'll fucking and just mail it to me. And they used to do that. They don't
advertise it at all. They still. I know they still
talk about it on like the Marvel wiki or whatever, or not the fucking Marvel website. I think you can like find it.
To find like the DC subscription site, I don't think has been. Hold on, try like DC subscriptions. Okay, subscriptions.dccomics.com. Okay, mind you, there's nothing. There's no reason. There's no advertising for this. I had to Google this myself.
Get out of there!
So I already have to be interested. The website looks like it is from 2015. The banner image still has Greg Capullo's Batman on it. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, print subscriptions, all series. Okay, so they have actually gotten a little bit better. They do have the they don't just have the core titles.
God dang it. Come on.
Andy, do a takedown.
For Legends of the Dark Knight, or... Okay. And they do have there is a discount to buying them. In some places you can save to 50%.
Andy, you're supposed to jump on top of that guy.
Nice if this was advertised.
I got it. Oh shit, first try.
If you read a comic book from like the 40s or some shit, you do actually like... It's advertised everywhere. It's in almost every.
Oh yeah, it's in every fucking page. It's like, hey, guess what? If you fucking send us shit, we'll like, you know, if you send us a thing, we'll send like, you know, whatever. Like we send the ticket, we'll send you your shit. It was like a very big thing. They used to make a very big deal out of it, and now Marvel for some reason and DC don't do that anymore.
The same with like digital like it was so stupid to me when digital comics first came out. And I want to do a piece on it, but like. They were still full price, and it's like that has never worked. Like if I want to go buy a digital record, it'll be in some places 50% cheaper than the actual, like physical, like buying a physical CD or record.
I mean, it has, I guess, worked for digital games.
Comics were still like full price when they went digital, and I don't think it ever changed.
No, yeah, because it's like, it's the same reason why, like, I mean, the funny thing is actually recently movies had to learn that lesson. Because you remember when they were all doing like pay $19 to stream it on Amazon. Everyone's like, no, I'm not going to fucking do that. Like, I'm not going to I'm not going to pay $30 to watch Mulan.
No,
and they
that was bullshit.
Most of the film companies learned immediately, okay, no, we can't do this. We do have to charge it cheaper, but we're going to make more money that way. Comics, for some reason, again, like Cole said, they've been doing this since like the early 2000s, and they have not learned.
Yeah, no, it's weird. The subscription service is in place and oddly robust. At least, I assume they probably overhauled this because of COVID or whatever.
All right.
Like,
so
I had no idea.
Now that we've beaten Harley, I think this is a good place to call the stream for the night. Thank you to everyone who showed up. This was a fun stream. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming Arkham Asylum again this weekend. I might save it. I think I might be switching back to Devil May Cry 1 stream for this weekend. But I will, at the very least, be back on Arkham next week, sometime early then. But until then, see ya. Let me just actually...
Bye, Dad. Bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.